Give me 1 second, everybody. So that way we can officially begin today's sessions. Let me go ahead and hop on my phone so I can get it shared out, and we can begin. Alright, so get it shared out. Did OBS crash on? No, no, no. Was I held up? Alright. Alright, there we go. Alright, so we can officially begin today's session, everybody. Go ahead and have it ready up on my phone for any kind of reactions again that I personally can't. Of course, it started raining in the game. That is never a good sign. And of course, it won't show up on there for, for a minute, which is alright. Hey, what's up, Mitchell? Mitchell says, first I win. That you are first, bro. That you are. Alright, so first of all, let's go to Poke Portal. It's been a while since I've done this. We also have Mitchell with the like. Thank you, Mitchell. Check Poke Portal news. And then we should get the Cinderace stuff ready to go. Okay, so now it's connected to the internet. It's checked. So we should be good to go. Hey, what's up, Byron? How are you doing today, dude? Oh, wait, no. I need to check. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so we're good. We got Ryan with the like. What's up, Ryan? How are you doing today, dude? Alright. So now that we have updated the Poke Portal, we should have... Okay, so we do have that one, which is part of the events, and there's our Cinderace. Very, very... I'm curious... Wait, that might be our 6-star. I'm curious as to what that one is. We got Arturo with the like. Thank you, Arturo. And Sir Chester with the like as well. Sir Chester says, headed to work. Hope it's an easy day for you today, brother. Hope it's an easy one for you, but thank you for the like, man. You know for a fact I appreciate it. Alright. So we are going to go do Cinderace today. So for those of you who don't know, the Cinderace event is back from today until Sunday. So today and tomorrow, we also have Ryan with the like. Much love to you, bro. So today and tomorrow we will be doing some of the Cinderace stuff. However, Sunday, here on the page, we will not be doing it due to the fact that Sunday is, of course, our shiny Sunday. Mitchell says, one more day, man. Oh, and then he's, wait, one more day and he's off? Or what's going on, Mitchell? Alright. So let's go get this set up and ready to go. And, we're going to use the Slowbro method for this one. Like, I know there's some community members here who have indeed not captured their Cinderace yet. So let me make sure that's him, first of all. Yep. Okay, so that's him. Hey, morning, Eric. How are you doing today, dude? Okay, so we are going to use my Slowbro. So we're going to change position with that. So we are all set up with them. We have Eric with the like as well. Much love to you, Eric. And then we're going to save in front of the den, because the reason we're saving in front of it is once we beat it, for anybody who doesn't have them yet, the game can crash and go from there. We got Danielle with the like. Thank you, Danielle. Mitchell says he's moving to Canada. He's moving to Canada and moving in with me so we can finally be lovers. You son of a bitch! You're stealing my man from me. But all right. So now we are going to connect to the internet. Give everybody here a second to get their switches up, ready to go for today's raid session. It's primarily going to be Cinderace, and then we are going to do, of course, some shiny hunting later on in today's session as well. Because yesterday, we got super, super lucky, and we were able to obtain our Sandy Shocks, which is great. We got Sandy Shocks. And so now we need both Flutterwing and Roaring Moon, which Roaring Moon is the one we're going to go for first today in hopes of getting him. He's going to be our hardest one to obtain shiny with that. Daniel says, hey, Daniel, how are you doing today, dude? But all right, so we are connected to the internet for this raid. Because like I said, I know there's a lot of people here in the community that I mentioned they weren't able to get him the first time go around, whether it be because of the fact he was too hard or the fact that they just didn't have time to do him. But either way, it is fine because we're going to be doing him for a little while, for a good little while. And like I said, we will also do it tomorrow. Mitchell says Danielle, and Danielle says yes to it. But, all right. So we're going to invite friends with link code to get that code up and, well, maybe if the game will stop being ass. So let's see. Okay, there we go. Code is up. Mitchell says you heading to Pound Town. I mean work. She's already there, probably, man. She's already at work. But, all right. So code is up for Cinderace, and hopefully we get some wins today. I've already caught him. I caught him on Sir Chester's page. So just like with Charizard, I can't catch him again. However, we even if you've already caught him too, you can get the rewards. Daniel says, "Yeah, yeah, I knew you were." And Mitchell says, "Ew." But alrighty. Oh goodness, I need coffee, and I don't drink coffee. So yeah, I'm gonna be using the slow bro. There's other methods too. I've heard people have been using for this event. Some people are using the Charcadet method, the level 1 Shinx method as well, which is not a bad one at all to use. I'm trying to think who else. There was one more Pokemon that people were using against these Cinderace raids, but I personally cannot remember who it is. We got Danielle in. Welcome back, Danielle. And we got room for 2 more people, chat. So Slowbro, I will literally be using the Iron Defense method as well as the Nasty Plot in order to get stored power up and then use stored power on him. Byron says I can hop in for a few tries soon. All right, no worries, Byron. No worries at all, man. Ooh. Like I said, we'll be doing this for a while, probably like an hour and a half, an hour 20 minutes, something along those lines, and then switch over to some shiny hunting for Roaring Moon because we still need him for the collection. So I'm gonna go ahead and ready up for this one. Mitchell says, Blake, yes, Mitchell, what do you want? Do you have pet? I don't own pants. I wear shorts. You know this, brother. You know this. And again, even if you've already beaten these are for you guys in order to do them to not only get the rewards, but for people who weren't able to catch them the first go around to be able to get them. Hey, what's up, Donovan? Donovan says, good morning. How are you doing today, dude? Alright. And of course, for people wondering too, we have Donovan with like. Thank you, Donovan. Just like with Charizard in the first go around of him, he is indeed shiny locked. However, you can do the Masuda method to get him shiny later on. I know a lot of people here are either going for him shiny or have already gotten him shiny, which is very, very impressive. Mitchell says, I'm too lazy to watch the TV and get the switch. You're good, man. You're good, brother. And plus, we have leftovers right now for him because of the fact that leftovers only works too if you do a hit. Which, since we're not hitting for a little bit, we're stacking our Pokemon. It's going to be a little bit. So with the defense, with the iron defenses as well as the leftovers, we'll start getting it. So we're going to do one more iron defense, tab 3, start stacking our nasty plots, and then start hitting him with stored power. If the game will stop being slow with it. So yeah, see, now he's not doing nearly as much damage. And one good thing too is the NPCs don't do that much damage to him, so he won't get a shield or feel the need to get rid of our stats. Eric says, I'll hop on after I eat breakfast. No worries, bro. No worries at all, Eric. Alright, so now I'm going to start using my nasty plot. We got Kamisaki with the like and the share. Thank you, Kamisaki. How are you doing today, dude? Alright, so that was our first nasty plot. Sorry, I'm hitting A right as like the battle menu shows. It just being a little bit slow. So we're gonna do nasty plot once again. Martin says, let's fucking go, buddy. How are you doing today, Martin? Okay. So we're doing nasty plot again for him to get our SP. I think I can do one more, if I'm not mistaken, and then we'll be full up on it. And then we'll be able to hit him with stored power. Martin says, a quick hello as I'm on the way to work. Much love to you, Martin. And Martin with the like as well, and the share. Thank you, Martin. It is highly appreciated, man. So yeah, acrobatics isn't doing that much to us, so this is our last nasty plot before we start hitting him with the stored power. Okay, so he has a shield. Now, that's fine. Alright, so now we can start hitting him with stored power. Martin says, hope you're all good and having a great day. Doing good today, man. Doing good. A little tired, but that's always the case. Mitchell says you could use stored power on me. Nah, no thank you, Mitchell. Colton says, sup, Blake? What's up, Colton? How are you doing today, dude? Colton with the like as well. Much love to you, Colton. For everybody coming in, like I said, we'll be doing Cinderace raids for quite a while today until about an hour and a half to an hour 20 minutes into today's session before we switch over to some shiny hunting. Alright, so his defense rose, which is fine. Okay. So, unfortunately, he just got rid of all of our buffs, so I'm at least going to have to use Iron Defense twice, because of how much damage he just did to us. It's just ridiculous. Colton says, doing good. How are you? I'm alright, man. I'm alright. A little tired, but other than that, I am doing okay, my man. Alright. So we'll go ahead and do another iron, even though, like, I think this one's over due to, like, just how long that, yeah, this one's probably over. Donovan says, I still haven't found Sandy Shock shiny after 6 AM. He took me a while, too. But we finally got him yesterday, towards the end of yesterday's session. And he just took forever. Like, in fact, the one that we caught yesterday, Donovan, I almost legitimately ran away from him. Yeah, no, we can't do this one. That's alright, though. We'll get it back up. like I said, it was the first one, so that is okay. He got his shield up kind of early, but if I remember correctly, with this one, he literally gets his shield up like 25% of the time. Once 25% of the time is gone, as opposed to 50%, which makes it a little bit more difficult once he does that. Which again, it's okay. We'll get it back up and just go from there. All right, so let's go ahead and get this raid back up. Kamisu says, when you are about to get hit by a high jump kick, where do you want it to hit? In your butt or in my butt? I'd rather not get kicked in the nuts at all, my man. Danielle says, gotta go do post office run, be right back. Alright, no worries, Danielle. No worries at all. Like, I haven't said this yet, but we are gonna do like our normal 3-hour session today as well, chat. So like I said, pretty much how we've been doing it, where half of it is during the normal week, half of it is doing raids, and then the other half is me shiny hunting for the stream. Oh, goodness. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and drink the real quick. There we go. Oh, goodness. I know Eric said he's eating breakfast right now. When it comes to doing these raids, Martin is at work, and I don't know about the rest of the community. Same with Sir Chester. Sir Chester's going to work, and Danielle is at work, but she has to go do post office run. So it is all good, everybody. I'm going to check my phone real quick for any... Well, if my phone will stop acting dumb. For any type, we got... I don't know who that is, but welcome to the raid, my man. Okay, yeah, for some reason, now Facebook doesn't want to show any streams. Interesting. The one thing I did miss, we have Byron with the heart. Much love to you, Byron. Like I said, I don't know why. It might be because of the fact they are changing stuff once again for Facebook. And in fact, they're about to... Arturo says that's me. Alright, sweet, bro, sweet. Wait, we'll go ahead and do that. We got Eric with the like as well. Thank you, Eric. Colton says, I'm not home at the moment, but I'm not working today. No worries, Colton. Donovan says, I'm running to the post office for my job too, LOL. No worries. No worries at all. No worries at all, Donovan. Eric says, I have a challenge for you. What is the challenge, Eric? Colton says, what's up, Arturo? Alright. So let's do this right there. But hey, he also has a shiny slow, bro. Hell yeah. Alright, so for this one I'm just gonna use Iron Defense twice right here. Just because like we do need it, but at the same time 2 is enough to where we can start using our stored power. Arturo says, yo yo, my man. Alright. Oh, but like I was saying too, apparently they're about to change like how I have my chat up on Facebook. So that's going to be a little bit annoying, so I'm going to have to figure out, like, exactly where that is going to be now, which is going to be kind of interesting, but we'll figure something out. Okay, so I believe we used it twice. So now, I'm going to start doing our stored power. So so he has his shield now. He has his shield now, so at 25%, once the timer is gone, he has it up and ready to go. Byron says, once I join with my armor room, y'all will be good. Alright, sweet, bro. Sweet. Like I said, we'll be doing this for a while for the community, especially for those who have not, in fact, caught their Cinderace. Eric says, I have a challenge for I saw that, man. I was asking, what's your challenge? Donovan says, the timer seems to go down. Yeah, it definitely goes down faster for this one, for sure, compared to, like, the Charizard event that we had, which is kind of annoying. Like I said, I caught mine on Sir Chester's stream. It was Mitchell who was hosting them, and when he was hosting them, like we defeated him. I believe first go around that I was in with him, and so I was like, all right, screw it, I'll just keep him. And the next day, I believe the next day like was our shiny Sunday, anyways. So I really don't remember how that one goes on. Arturo says, "Oh, I guess my slow bro ain't high enough level yet." No worries, bro. No worries, though. I just died right there myself. Colton says, "Timer goes down fast when Pokemon pay." Yeah, that is true. That is also true. Timer will go down fast, but this one seems like it just does not last as long compared to the other ones. Eric says, "If you can defeat this Pokemon within the next hour, I will share stream." All right, bet. Challenge accepted, Eric. Kimitsuki says, it's ironic when evening news always starts to say good evening, then telling the rest of the evening how bad today. Yeah, I never watched the news, Kimitsuki. Like, just because of the fact, like, it's just all a bunch of, like, stuff, so I was like, no, thank you. Donovan said, I had the best luck doing it myself, and I'm glad I got the first one. Nice, bro. I remember, first day they came out, like, the very, very first one that we did here for the channel. We beat it, but I went ahead and reset the game for the community, and then right after that, we could not beat him for the rest of the day. Eric says timer starts now. All right, bet, man, bet. Colton says, I got my Cinderace when I joined Sir Chester's stream before he ended it. Okay, nice. Oh yeah, you were there too. You heard me and saw me there. Byron says loading up. All right, sweet, bro, sweet. Donovan says, I'm talking about just normal countdown. It seems fast. Yeah, it does definitely seem faster with this one than it does with the other one. Arturo says, I'm going to use XP candy to see how high I can get into. All right, no worries, bro. No worries at all. We'll get this one up in just a second, because I know for a fact Byron here is about to get his. Kamisaki says, I've finished my Cinderace just now. Hey, congratulations, Kamisaki. Congratulations on that one. Eric says, jumping in now. All right, sweet, bro, sweet. Eric, was it you or was it Martin who said that they weren't able to do this one first go around? Like when the first one came out, which was the beginning of the month. I can't remember if it was you or Martin, but one of you guys said you couldn't do it due to work schedule, which is super unfortunate. And I know Martin here is also heading to work today, but like I said, we'll be doing these today and tomorrow as well, but not Sunday because that is our Shiny Sunday event. Alright, so code is up, chat. Eric says, if you want, you can request more time. We got Byron back in. I'm sure we got it, Eric. I am sure we got it. I do like challenges from you guys sometimes, without a doubt. Like, we definitely could do this. I believe us. Eric says, there's two Erics right now. Other Eric says, probably Martin. I go, okay, so yeah, it was probably Martin. And if he doesn't get one, he knows for a fact I'll just give him the score bounty. That way he can try to get his shiny Pokemon. Plus, we might have some for Shiny Sunday. I did get some of the Pokemon yesterday for Shiny Sunday from Angels, so we have almost a full box of Pokemon ready to go for our Shiny Sunday events, which I'm definitely looking forward to. All right, we got okay, so we got Erican, and we also have Arturo. I was trying to remember his name. I had to scroll up. My apologies. But alright, sweet. Let's do this, chat. We got a full team. We got this. I know for a fact we got this. Alright, so let us start the raid. 'Cause I remember one time we did get a Pokemon challenge before for the story of Violet, and we beat it first go. And I don't remember what we got from it. I don't remember what we got from it, chat, but it was a lot of fun to do those. Keeps them fresh. 3 shiny boys. Alright, so let's do this. Let's start. So every time before we even get to do select a move, he's going to do bulk up, which is fine. Because we are going to do 2 iron defenses, 3 nasty plots, and then start hitting him hard. Eric says, I have a question about your character. Alright, what's your question, man? And again, questions are fine here, without a doubt. Like, even if it's something personal, and if I just don't feel comfortable saying it, I just will say, yeah, I'm not too comfortable talking about that. Okay, so we got 2. Alright, so now we could... Goodness, all the leftovers right there. Okay, so let's go ahead and start using our nasty plots. So we need to use 3, so this is the first one. What grade do you think your character is? What do you mean, Eric? In terms of style, I really wish, honestly, they had better clothing in the game rather than school uniforms. That's one thing that definitely bugs me about this game. As far as like, and as far as like team and Pokemon school wise, oh, what grade? Well, that was. Here's the thing. Grade wise, I'd say about a B-ish. I don't know. Eric also says, and I was typing my question. My watch buzzed with the low battery. Oh, it's all good, man. It's all good. All right, so was that 2 or 3? That was 3. So now we're gonna start hitting with stored power. There we go. He's dead. GG's. Oh no, he got a little bit of health back, but that's all right. But yeah, I'd probably say about a B for school wise. Oh yeah, he's definitely done for. Alright, so he got rid of his negative effects. He's probably going to get rid of our effects as well, but that is okay. Wow, he's going to do bulk up once again. How many times are you going to use bulk up there, buddy? You can do it again? Nope. Cool. Because we want to kill you. Okay, so now his shield's broke. GG's. We beat him. So, Eric, what was the time on that from the challenge you gave us? And again, he's just going to disappear because we already caught him. Told you we got to... Oh, yeah, absolutely. Okay, so we got a Billy Capsule, ton of XP candy, 5 protein, 2 rare candy, 2 nuggets, and a PP up. Okay, nice. Nice. And yes, we definitely had that. GG's. Eric says my watch has 10% battery. My phone's not doing too well either. It didn't charge all that long. Eric said you had around 57 minutes left. Hell yeah. Martin says GG, guys. GG's to you, Martin. GG's to you, brother. Okay, so now that we defeated that one, what I'm going to do is, oh my god, the game crashed. You guys that are older here know that. We're going to get it back up so we can have that raid ready to go for more people. Hey, what's up, Shine? Shine says, good night. Well, it's morning for me, but how are you doing today, Shine? We just defeated our very, very first raid of the day, which was Cinderace. Eric says, gonna go put my watch on charger. Alright, no worries, bro. No worries at all. Oh, and GG's. I'm surprised he honestly didn't get his health back up to yellow after we got it down that low. Okay. So now we're back in here because we saved before doing the raid. Like I said, something tells me later on they're going to make it so like there's an automatic autosave after each and every one of these raids that we do. Same with picnics. I know for a fact they do have it every time like we connect to the internet for it. But either way, let's go ahead and get this second raid up to go. And Byron, I'm not sure if you saw yesterday, but we're actually close to like 800 large XP candies now because of all the raids that we've been doing here on the page. Eric says back, welcome back, Eric. Byron says HP only glitches when you use a Zero because play rough is but okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Shine says I'm doing great but a little bit depressed. I'm sorry to hear that, man. I'm sorry to hear. I'm glad you're doing great. Like, not that part, the little depressed part. I'm sorry to hear that, brother. We got Byron back in. Welcome back, Byron. And again, if you guys have already caught this guy too, like, come on to get the items for it. There we go. We got a Toro back as well, and we got room for one more person, chat. Otoro says, can I get... Yeah, Otoro. Like I say, it doesn't matter how new or how old people are to the community. Whether they've done the raid one time or a million times, like, keep joining in. I do not care at all, my man. And we have been live officially for half an hour, everybody. So yeah, Otoro, you are good, my man. You are good. Same for anybody else, too. The only thing is, like, I can't promise, like, I can't promise spots for the raid, so that's why, like, we keep doing it over and over and over again for that way, for anybody who needs it or just wants the items or whatever, we get them. And we got Eric back in. Byron says, play rough shows more damage than you actually do, I think. Then it corrects itself to the real damage. Okay, that would make sense. That would make sense. We got Peyton with the like. Good morning, Peyton. How are you doing today, dude? But yeah, like I said, these raids are for the community right here. Eric says, can your chatbot talk with us individually? No, I do not have mine set up like that at all. I like reading the comments myself for everybody here for the page, Eric. So always make sure to try to read everything out as we go. Like, if I miss a comment, I miss a comment, and I apologize for that. I always try to make up for it. Peyton says, good morning, Blake and Chet. Good morning to you, Peyton. How are you doing today, dude? Alright, so let's go ahead and do our same strategy that we did with the other one. 2 iron defenses, and then 3 nice spots, and then we hit them. I definitely feel like we are going to do way better at him this time than as opposed to the first go around, because you guys that were there saw, like, we beat him one time and then we were just not having any sort of luck. Excuse me, any sort of luck at all. Peyton says, literally just rolled out of bed, lol. I'm half asleep still, time to make some coffee. How you doing, man? I'm doing alright, dude. A little tired, but other than that, I'm doing alright. Doing some raids, and then we're going to be doing some shiny hunting for that roaring moon once again, Peyton. Alright, so we got our 2 iron defenses in. So now it is time to do our 3 nasty plots and then hit him with stored power once again. Alright, so we got hit once there. I really hate the hydraulics in my chair right now. They actually stood up for a little bit yesterday, which I was surprised, but it's slowly going more down, so I might have to get it back up. Kaminsky says, why do math teachers always find X and then ask? Boo. We got Meg with the like and the share. Thank you, Meg. How are you doing today, dude? Okay, so this is our third one. Then we can start hitting him with our stored power. Oh, Byron, I forgot to tell you, too, by the way. Ooh, that was a lot of damage. GG's on that. I forgot to mention to you, I finally used the Iron Hands that was yours, and that was battle ready for it. For a rain, dude, he clapped. He is so good. Eric says, do you mind if I message you? That's fine. It's easier, honestly, to message me, Eric, on Discord, in our Discord server, as opposed to Facebook messages, because sometimes, like, the way I have to do it is I have to switch over to the page profile for those to do that. Byron says, who hit him early? It wasn't me, but it does not matter, man, because we still got this without any doubt. So we used our 3, so let's go ahead and store power him. Oh, he got rid of our ability. Kibizaki says, someone got excited? Yeah, they probably were already stacked up, which is fine. Like I say, if we don't beat them, then we don't beat them. It is no worries at all. We will just get it back up. Alright, so Iron Defense. Which is probably going to be way too strong right here for us. Eric says, I have your Facebook Messenger pulled up on my computer for the page, Eric. Because like I said, for messages I had to switch from my phone over to it. GG. Byron says, nah, it's that's all right though, man. It's all good if we lost, because we'll just get it back up again. It is no worries at all. Like I said, win or lose, as long as we're having fun here, that is what matters to me. Eric says, yeah, that's fine, dude. Like I said, it might take me a minute to get to them, because typically I don't answer messages like on stream, unless it's something really important for somebody I know in real life. Like, that's the only time I typically answer messages. Okay, so let's go ahead. Yeah, I already know. So let's go ahead and get this one back up for the community. No. Okay, so let's get back up. Toro says, I think at the end of Trick Room, we should attack GG. Yeah, like I said, what I do is, like, I throw 2. This is what I know some people do 3. I just do 2, because I feel it's like enough. 2 Iron Defenses, 3 Nasty Plots, and then hit him with stored power. That's what I do. We have Trevor with the light. Thank you, Trevor. My phone just, in fact, went off. Let me see what that was. Okay, I got your marriage. I got your marriage. I almost said I got your marriage, Eric. I got your message, Eric. I got your message. Byron says, no, attack after you go through your buff. Yeah, that is much better. Like, as soon as you get all your buffs, that is when you should do it. Is when you should. We got Eric back as in. Welcome back, Eric. Alright. So like I said, let me pull up that. And we also have a Toro back in as well. Byron says, the only 2 Iron Defense is because I'm throwing Reflect at the start. Alright, no worries, bro. No worries at all. Okay, so we got everybody in for this one. Let's get it, everybody. Like I said, to the other Eric, I will reply to your message off stream. Off stream, I will do that, my man. Byron says 2 Iron Defenses, 3 Plots, and yeah, that's what I do, man. That is what I do. Because as soon as, like, I had that fully stacked up, like, he was almost done. Byron says, I'm buffing us and debuffing boss. Very nice, bro. Very, very nice. I was wondering why you're using him. I was kind of curious, but you said, like, he was really, really good, and that's how you got him. So I was like, okay, cool. Daniel says back. Welcome back, Danielle. We beat him. the first go around with the full team. Second one we were close, but we just hit him a little bit too early, which is okay. Okay, so yep, he's always going to do the bulk up at the beginning, which is fine because we're just going to use our 2 iron defenses, 3 nasty plots, and then start hitting him. And like I said, we'll do these for about an hour 20, hour 30 minutes, and then I will switch over to some shiny hunting here. Hey, morning, Jeff. Jeff with the light. Jeff says, morning, all. Everyone ready for a long weekend? I mean, it's always the weekend for me, Jeff. How are you doing today, dude? Daniel says, oh, nice. I need him on Scarlet. Well, you know you can join us, Daniel, for these raids. And hopefully we will get him for you on Scarlet as well. Okay, so we did our 2 there, so we need to use Nasty Plot here 3 times. Eric says, do you need an extra moderator? No, not at the moment. I have currently 6 moderators right now for the page, Eric. I appreciate you asking, though, my man. But no, I am full up on moderators, not monitors, right now. I do need another monitor later on. Alright, so we used it once, so here's our second go around for that. Community says, I was also experimenting Poltergeist, Steel, Shell Smash, and Stored Power in Cinderace Raid. And I only needed 4 turns, 3 Jesus Christ. Shell Smash and 1 Stored Power, then GG, but the problem is my defense will go down with Shell Smash. Dude, I had so much trouble reading that comment right there. That was a tongue twister. Without doubt. Eric says, okay, just message me if you need one. Alright, bro. Alright. Daniel says, monitors on. Dude, like, I haven't had barely any sleep today. Okay, so... Game. It's gonna get his shield up. It's gonna get his shield up. I already know that. Shell Smash. Dude, I don't know what was up with me right there. I could not say that word to save my life. Alright. Byron says he just crit me. No worries, bro. No worry. I need to do Nasty Plot 1 more time, and then we're good to start hitting him. Like I said, win or lose, doesn't matter as long as we're having fun. You stupid rabbit. Nah, it's over now. I'm not going to be able to get my stuff back at this point. Kamisi says, hi. Good God, why can't I say that word right? Smell Smash is also a thing, though. Good God, I could not say that to save my life, bro. I could not say that to save my life. Byron says, unlucky. Hey, it happens sometimes, man. It happens. Like I said, win or lose, as long as we're having fun, my man. That is what matters. Alright, so I got those 2 in. So now let's see if I can get a Nasty Plot. At least 2 Nasty Plot and I can hit him. Like, we're already out of time, so I know for a fact we're not going to be able to beat this one. But still, just kind of go from there and see what we got. Because, like, that's the thing. As soon as he gets rid of our stat changes, that is when, like, everything goes to hell. Kamiski says, fart is the only smell smash my friends give me all the time. Good God, bro. Kamiski says he keeps critting me. Why does he keep getting a crit on you? Like, that is insane. I've not seen him get a crit yet on me. Yeah, I know. Oh, no, that's over. So let's see how much damage 2 of those do, if it'll let me even hit them. Yeah, 2 does a decent amount, but, like, 3 is where it is at for us. So, unfortunately, because of that crit right there, that's what... That and the fact that he got rid of our stat changes kind of screwed us right there. But that's alright. We'll get it back up. GG's, boys. GG's. Byron says, would have been a one-shot if he didn't get lucky crit. Yeah, dude. Like, it would have been, without a doubt. But like I said, Byron, It's all good, man. We will get it back up for sure. Toro says, I think he nullified our stat in 5 turn no matter what. He didn't for the first one that we beat for 5s. So the first one for 5, like after the 5th move, or the 5th turn came around, I was able to hit him with stored power, and that's when his health went like almost all the way down to 0. Uh, Eric says stupid crits. LOL. Yeah, it happens though. Byron says no, he doesn't. Yeah, because like I said, 6th turn I was able to hit him with that. Kaminsky says, does he have focus energy high? He does have focus energy, high chance to crit. Ah, that is true. That is true. Like I said, that was the first time I've seen him crit. Unless he crit me, and I just earlier on I just did not notice because of our shields going on. Eric says we almost had him even with the first crit. If no second crit, we would have possibly had him. Yeah, yeah. Like I said, it was the crit, and it's unfortunate, but it happens. But we got Byron back in. Welcome back, Byron. We got Adoro back in. Welcome back, Toro. And we got room for one more. Like I said, guys, win or lose, it doesn't matter as long as we are all having fun. Because at the end of the day, remember, this is just a video game. Like, it's a video game, and we are just here to have some fun. Rakeem says, hey, bro, you're good? Hey, bro, how are you doing today, Rakeem? And yeah, I'm doing good, my man. I'm doing good. All right, so let's go ahead and ready up. And we got Eric back in as well. Byron says, I beat him like 20 times and only seen him crit me maybe like 2 or 3 times. Dude, like, those crits are very, very important. Either, like, I've always had this experience where, like, the enemy NPC always will get a crit. Or if I do a status effect to them, like, say, confusion or paralyze them, like, it doesn't work on them like how it does me. It feels sometimes unfair in this game. We got Rakeem with the like as well. Thank you, Rakeem. Danielle said, damn it, full. It's all good, Danielle. You know we'll keep getting it back up. Okay, so let's go ahead and let him bulk up. Kaminsky says, my poltergeist is cursed body. I laugh when he disables skill all the time. Very nice, bro. Very nice. Okay, so that's our first one. Rakeem says, thanks for the shiny the other day. Hey, you are welcome, dude. You are absolutely welcome. And as a reminder, we are doing it again this Sunday. We got Richard with the like as well. Hey, Richard, how are you doing today, dude? Byron says crit again. Dude, he just does not like you right now, Byron. What did you say to him to piss him off so bad, bro? Alright, so that's the second iron defense, so now I can start using my 3 nasty plots. And we will be good to go from there. Alright. Well, maybe if the game could recognize where we are. Byron must have did something to the poor bunny rabbit. Okay, so that's our first one, so we need 2 more. 2 more, hit, he'll be dead. Kamitsuki says, can I donate another 6 IV Japanese Ditto for tomorrow? Well, it's Friday for me, Kamitsuki. I don't know if and besides, we have plenty of Pokemon right now. We have plenty of Pokemon right now. So, Kaminsky, if you want, if you get paired up with somebody tomorrow, just give it to him that way, my man. Eric says probably told him tricks are for kids. I mean, they are, though. I saw a video that Eric, you reminded me of that kind of freaked me out. This one guy was like, have you noticed, like, trick cereal nowadays doesn't look like shapes anymore to you? It's because of the fact that you're adults now. They just look like little round balls, and they did, and that kind of fucked with me. I was like, oh no, I'm getting old. Whiskey says, sorry, I mean for Sunday. Oh no, you're good, bro. I know what you meant. You are good. And like I said, right now, we have so many Pokemon to give away. Like, last Shiny Sunday, we legitimately had, we had 2 boxes full. This one, we're probably gonna have like 4 or 5 at this point. Danielle says, I'm still kind of salty about my shiny raid loss last night. Oh, yeah, so Danielle here, chat, she finally got into a shiny raid last night, which was a Vaporeon. And as soon as she got it, everybody else in her team died but her. And since it was a random one to do online, she couldn't get like right back into it, unfortunately. Byron says someone got excited again. That they did. That they did. I still think like we got this. And Byron is down. Nope. Nope. It's over now. It's over. Yep, he's too strong now. Doesn't matter what we do. GG's, boys. GG's. Like I said, we'll get it back up, though. It is no worries at all. Toro says LOL. Yep. He just Kamehameha all over our face. Let's see if I can't get my chair to go back up a little bit, because that is going to bother me. 1 second, everybody. I'll take my headset off, because last time I did this, like, it genuinely messed up my headset. Okay. Like I said, I gotta get a new chair. Unfortunately. Like I said, it did stay up for a little bit yesterday, surprisingly, during session, but now, unfortunately, it's not staying up for us today. Of course. Like I said, I'll get a new one eventually. Alright, so let's go ahead. Yeah, I know. And get this raid back up. But like I said, in fact, yesterday off stream, Angel, who's one of my moderators and friends, she gave us almost a full box of Pokemon. She said, oh yeah, by the way, I'm getting more, and I'm also going to have some too for whoever pairs with me. And I was like, okay, cool. And so we already have a full box. I'm not sure if, I haven't heard from him in a couple days. I'm not sure if Liam is still going to get us some, but I know for a fact Danielle is, and we have some extras as well for it. Byron says, I'll let Danielle join now. Alright, no worries, Byron. No worries at all, bro. Like I said, I can never promise these, we got Danielle, and I can never promise these raids to anybody, because obviously, like, there's only a certain amount of spots. But what I try to do is get as many many raids up as I possibly can for you guys, the community. Alright, so we got room for 2 more people as well. We got Toro back in. Welcome back, Toro. And we got room for 1 more person, everybody. Daniel says, I made 6 golden ghoul for those who need it. Very nice. Very yes, because that was one that a couple people actually needed. Just for the which those will be, Danielle, you can correct me if I'm wrong, those will be like perfect IV ones. Not shiny, of course, because he's shiny locked. And we don't give out Pokemon that are shiny locked in the game. But yeah, because like he's actually a really, really good raid Pokemon, without a doubt. I was looking up like different builds for him, and he's actually pretty damn good. So I need to go find a good one day to get. And for Shiny Sunday 2, we will also have Koraidon and Miraidon to give out. Again, not shiny, but you never know who's going to need it. We got Byron back in as well. Welcome back, Byron. And like, say for example, if you pick Golden Ghoul or Koraidon or Miraidon, then you also get to pick a shiny as well, because I'm not going to fault people for that. Daniel says, yeah, I made sure all their IVs were met. Okay, very nice. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you. Which, I'll probably end up getting those from you either tonight, Danielle, or tomorrow. I'm not sure yet. Like I said, I did not sleep good last night. At all, everybody. Ooh, we have a full shiny team here. I think that's the first time we've ever actually had a full shiny team on for a raid. Okay, so let's go ahead and use our first iron defense. And go from there. And we are about to actually hit our 1 hour mark. It feels like today's session is going super, super fast. Okay, so let's go ahead and do our second one, and then start stacking our nasty plots. Alright, so here, oh, almost messed up. Here's our first one. Well, maybe. If it'll... Hello, game? Eric says I have a question. Alright, what's your... Alright, bro, what's up? What's your question? Like I say, if anybody in chat has questions for me, like, I am more than willing to answer them. It's just, if it's something that I personally, like I said, I'm not comfortable with answering, I'll just straight up say, like, yeah, I'm not too comfortable answering that. But for anybody that knows me, I'm kind of an open guy. There's just some things I'm just like, yeah, no, not doing that. Alright, so this is our third one, so then after we'll be able to start hitting him. Because I tested it before too, and I tested it before too, and like 3 is where our SB like maxes out. Out of curiosity, how would you react if a Nerf dart hit you in the eye? I've been hit in the eye with the Nerf dart before, and it doesn't bother me. Oh yeah, he's done for. Like Nerf dart, some Nerf. Well, it also depends. Like there's a. It's not Nerf, but it's basically the same concept as a Nerf weapon, where it's a little, little foam darts, but these ones have super hard ends. I got shot close to the eye with it, and that fucker hurt. Did you flinch? Oh yeah, I flinched. Absolutely, I flinched. I flinched without a doubt when it came to that. But yeah, I've heard Nerf Wars before. Not only Nerf Wars, not Nerf Wars, but Airsoft Wars as well. Like, not like how you would see on YouTube nowadays, where it's like the fully battery powered ones, like the little ones where like it's a little like pistols and shotguns where you have to cock it each time. Eric says, "Where did you get hit?" About right here in the face when it came to one. I know I got shot in the forehead before too with it. All right, so there we go. We beat him. GG's, everybody. As far as airsoft, I don't think I've ever been shot in the face with like a little pellet. Again, it wasn't the motor powered ones. It was like the little ones where you have to cock them each time. You know, those really really cheap ones. And I don't think I ever got shot in the face. I got shot in the stomach a lot with them in the back as well. But it happens. Arturo says, GG's to you, brother. GG's to you. So sweet. We beat him. And again, the rewards are always going to be the same. Like, so even if you go do them, like, random online ones or get yours up for you and your buddies, like, it's always going to be the same rewards. Eric also says, GG's. Much love to you, Eric. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and close the game, get it back up, and we will just do it again. Because this is a good way for people who have already gotten him to go ahead and get some items, especially some good level up stuff. Like, that's what I see. Byron says, okay, I'll be in stream, but I have some stuff to do at home, so I won't be able to raid. No worries at all, Byron. No worries at all, brother. Because we are about an hour in today's session, so we have about 30 minutes left for raids. And after that, we will go and do some shiny hunting. But I will ask chat here, is there anybody here who still wants to do Cinderace raids, or do you guys want to do something different in hopes of getting, like, Herba Mystica, for example? Like, that is completely up to you guys right now. So that way we're not doing literally the same raid over and over and over again. Plus, he'll be here tomorrow as well for the channel. We got MJ with the like. What's up, MJ? When are you doing right? Oh, we're doing them right now, MJ. We are doing them right now. And I was just asking chat if they want to do a different Cinderace raid or if they want to do something else in hopes of maybe getting some Urban Mystica. But MJ, do you have your Cinderace? MJ says, yes, me, I need. Okay, no worries, MJ. No worries. Danielle says Urban Mystica. Okay, so we'll do him until we can get MJ here. Hers, MJ, just let me know when you have your Switch ready to go so I can get the code up for you. And then I'll do another one for some Urban Mystica. And then again, we'll switch it over to some shiny hunting. Alrighty. Also, I don't know if I said this. I meant to say MJ with the like as well. Thank you, MJ. Alright. So we're just waiting for MJ here to get her Switch ready so we can get her a Cinderace as well because she hasn't caught one. Danielle should have one for both games. Let me turn on. No worries, MJ. I'll wait a couple seconds for you, dude. And again, if you've already done Cinderace and caught him, hey, just feel free to join in. Just feel free to join in. Because like I said the other day, I know there were some community members here who didn't have him, so that's one reason that we're doing them. And plus, for people who have already caught him, it just gives them rewards. So it's a lot of fun to do these guys. It's on. Okay, no worries, MJ. So we're going to go ahead and get that code up. And then, like I said, this will probably be our last Cinderace one after MJ catches hers. And then we'll do a regular 5 or 6 star one, probably five, to hopefully get some Urban Mystica and go from there. We got Byron with the share as well. Much love to you, Byron. All right, but code is up. Where's my drink? There it is. MJ says, what Pokemon do I need to bring? I highly, highly recommend MJ bringing Slowbro to this raid. Like, if you have a level 100 Slowbro that has Iron Defense, Nasty Plot, Stored Power, fourth one, doesn't matter, you can do whatever you want for it. I got you there. Danielle says, I'll have MJ get hers. All right, Danielle. How do I get in LOL? Okay, hang on. So let me go ahead and back out. Danielle, get in chat. Give me 1 second. Oh, Atoro, apologies. I'm just showing MJ here how to get it because I don't think she's ever done these raids. So MJ, once you connect to the internet, you're going to go over here to the Poke Portal, and you are going to go under the Terra Raid Battle Session. Once you go in there, it's going to bring up like a list of online raids that you participate in and yada, yada, yada. Again, you got to be connected online. You want to go to link code, and then whatever code you see that appears on screen for on stream, you're going to put that code in, and it'll get you into the raid. That's how you do it. And again, apologies to Danielle and Atoro right there. I was just showing her how to get in. MJ says, I got it. Okay, no worries, MJ. No worries. Alright, so we got back up. So again, it shows link code on there. And that's how you get into these raids. And again, my apologies to Danielle and Atoro. But yeah, let's get MJ here. Her Cinderace. And MJ, typically, the way we do it is when we do Slowbro is we use Iron Defense twice, Nasty Plot 3 times, and then Stored Power, because then after that, he's dead. He has no chance whatsoever. But even if we don't defeat him, it's all good. You know for a fact, I'll get it back up, and we'll keep going until we can get yours. We got Danielle back in. Welcome back, Danielle. I was where did my phone go off? What was that for? That was my email. What is it, email? Cool. Bullshit. Alright. So we got room for 2 more. We got Atoro back in. Alright, sweet. So we are just waiting for MJ in hopes of getting hers ready to go. We do have a 6-star fire raid, which I'm very, very curious as to what Pokemon it is for today's 6-star raid. Because last time we did 6-star, we got our asses kicked by him pretty hard, chat. So hopefully, if we do it, we will be able to do him no problem. And again, we'll be doing Cinderace both today and tomorrow for a little bit. And then shiny hunting, but I will not be doing the raid Sunday. And sweet, we got MJ in. Alright, so we are all good to go. Let's get this raid started, everybody. And the reason I'm not doing on Sunday, for those of you that have been in the community for a while, that is our Shiny Sunday, in which we shiny hunt for Pokemon as well as give away shiny Pokemon. Ooh, excuse me. MJ says I don't have slow. Okay, no worries, MJ. No worries at all. And again, full shiny team. So he's going to use his bulk up before we can even move. Once again, that's fine. The good thing is, too, after doing these so many times, is you start to see, like, the pattern that the Pokemon take. And MJ is unfortunately down. Okay, so that was our second iron defense right there. So let's go ahead and use Nasty Plot 3 times, and then try to hit him. Alright, so he's about to get his shield up here in a second, because, like, yeah, his is like 25%. MJ says, didn't come very prepared. Sorry. No reason to be sorry, MJ. It is all good. Like I said, video games are meant to be fun. Win or lose, it doesn't matter as long as we are having fun while doing it. Alright, so how many was that? I believe that was 2, so we need to do it one more time. Please tell me he's not going to get rid of our effects. Yep. Okay, so this one is over, unfortunately, because there's no possible way that we can get our abilities back. GG's. I'm trying to think of somebody else that MJ could use. MJ, question. Because you know this method, I'm pretty sure. Do you have a level 1 Shinx with Intimidate? Because that will not get rid of our time all that much. Because yeah, unfortunately, her shiny starter right there, he keeps one-shotting that one. MJ says no. Okay. Trying to think who else you could use. Let me think. Let me check to see if I actually have another Slowbro. I don't know. I might have one that is raid ready. It won't be as strong as the one I'm currently using, but it will still be a good. Oh, that was a spoiler. I forgot where we were in the box. Alright, so let me check real quick for MJ if I have... Yes, I do have this. Let me see what... Slack off, iron to... Start. Okay, yeah, that'll be fine. That'll be fine. So, MJ, I'm gonna trade you the Slowbro really quick, and like I said, for the raid, do 2 iron defense, 3 nasty plots, and then hit him with stored power. So MJ, The code will be 0035 as always. So we'll go ahead and start searching. So that way she'll have the Pokemon, this Slowbro raid ready. Kamizuki says, I have Togepi support. I have a Togepi. I have a Togepi support. Finally, I can say that Pokemon's name. Would like to know if it could work in Cinderace raids. It's a possibility. It all, like I said, this raid is kind of hard, so it all depends on it. MJ says, "Give me a second. My damn Switch died. It's charging. I'm so sorry." Again, MJ, no need to be sorry at all. Like that stuff happens. I even had it on the charger. It's all good, MJ. It is all good. It is no worries. Byron says MJ used 2 iron defense, 3 nasty plots, and store power. Yeah, we're gonna give her here the first one that Danielle gave me for Slowbro that was raid ready for this one. Like in fact, I don't remember what its stats were. I remember the moves like are perfect for it. It's just I don't remember what the stats were. Oh wait, I have to. Okay, so yeah, this one was high. Okay, that's right. I hyper-trained the special defense and the special attack, and then everything else was 4 out of 5 for, which is great. All right, sweet. And let's just hope Danielle does not yell at me for trading this Pokemon away. All right, so MJ, just let me know when you are good to trade. And again, guys, I'm just giving it to her for this. Kamizuki says, I'll do chilling water acid spray for support using Togepi's. That honestly wouldn't. I don't think that would be honestly too great, Kamizuki. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to remember what acid spray does. I remember what chilling water does, but again, you have to remember Kamizuki. He's not fire type for this. He is fighting type. MJ says, "Give me a minute, please," and thank you. No worries, no worries. Toro says, "Who got the golden ghoul? I'm in need of one, please." Toro, those are going to be given away during Shiny Sunday. Danielle will be giving us those for Shiny Sunday. So if you watch on our big Sunday stream in which we give away shiny Pokemon as well as shiny hunt Pokemon, and you're like, "Hey, I need golden ghoul," you will get him as well as a shiny Pokemon as well, my man. Byron says acid spray is what I use on armor. Okay. See, I couldn't remember what the hell that move did for the life of me. I was like, what does it do? Byron says it lowers the boss's special defense. Okay, okay, I got you. I got you. Chilling water, though, I don't think would be all that great for it. I could be wrong, though. Again, you never know. I could be surprised by it. Otoro says, looking forward to it. Absolutely, bro. I hope to see you there, my man. Like I said, we also have Koraidon and Miraidon as well for it, and I had to quickly switch boxes because I didn't realize, like, that's where I had left it off with some of our Pokemon, which, I kind of want to be a surprise for you guys, chat, before, for Shiny Sunday. Kamizuki says, as the spray lowers target, special defense, even Cinderace is having a shit. Okay, okay. Byron says, I use Reflect Psychic Terrain for buff, then spam Acid Spray to lower his special defense. Oh, very nice, bro. Very, very nice. Yes, I did see you use Reflect and Psychic Terrain there. I just wasn't sure what the other one was. Kamizuki says, in Chilling Water, lower Cinderace attack. Wait, what move am I thinking of? Or does it do it every time, Kamizuki, or does it have a chance to lower attack? Alright, so we'll go ahead and start searching real quick. MJ says, I'm so sorry about that. No, MJ, you are good, dude. Like I said, you are good. It is no worries at all. It does every time. Okay, okay. See, I wasn't sure if it was one, it was a move where, like, it has a chance to do, kind of like how play rough has the chance to lower attack. You know, where it says in the description it has a chance for it. Kamisuke says even if boss has shield on. Okay, no worries, bro. MJ says right. Okay, so we're trading MJ. No worries. I guess I'm gonna give you this. Hey, what's up, Dylan? How are you doing today, dude? Like I said, MJ, I'm gonna give you this slow bro that is raid ready to go for this raid, and so that way we can hopefully get you your Cinderace. And how are you doing today, Dylan? Ah, goodness. We got Dylan with the like as well. Much love to you, Dylan. All right, sweet. So we got MJ. So we're gonna trade her the Slowbro. So that way she has a Pokemon that will be really, really helpful for this raid. Dylan says, good. How are you doing today? Doing all right, man. A little bit tired. But that's always the thing. Didn't sleep too good last night, but other than that, I'm good, my man. I am good. All right. So we gave her that. So again, MJ, it's gonna be two iron defenses, three nasty plots, and then hit him with the stored power. So let's go ahead and get this one back up. So hopefully we can get MJ here her Cinderace. And again, don't worry, everybody. I will be doing these tomorrow as well, but not Sunday. Because I remember the last day they were doing Charizard just so happened to also be a Sunday as well. But I was like, I can't do it today. We have to give out some shiny Pokemon. Kamisuke says, if only Shelter buys Slowpoke's boobs instead of the tail, then it would not become a slow bro, but a slow bro. Good God, Kamisuke. Uh, hmm. My jaw just kind of popped a little bit. I hope that did not show up in chat. All right, so we got Toro back in. Welcome back, Toro. And we got room for two more. So like I said, we'll do. We got MJ back in, and we got room for one more person. Ah, goodness, because we are going to try our best to get MJ here. Here's Cinderace, and we got I believe that is Kamisuke, if I'm not mistaken. We have Kamisuke in as well. All right, so we got a full team ready to go. So let's do this raid, everybody. Now, like I said, once we beat him again, then we're going to do possibly a 5-star, depending on our time, and then switch over to some shiny hunting for hopefully Roaring Moon. That is the big prize of today's session. Yesterday was Sandy Shocks. We thankfully got him, so he is done for. And we will just go from there. Ooh, shiny Toxapex looks really, really cool. I've only ever seen Marini. I never saw what he looked like. All right. Kaminsky says, sorry, this is experimental. Never tried this before. No worries, bro. No worries at all. Hey, you never know. It could be a really, really good method to do, without a doubt. Okay, so let's do our second Iron Defense. And then go for our Nasty Plot and go from there. Ooh, I need a heal, though. I don't know why he's doing so much damage to us now. He was not doing all that much a minute ago compared to this one. Alright, so first nasty plot, and then get two more up. Okay, so now he's not doing as much, thankfully. Yeah, we definitely need a heal here. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this one. But yeah, that'll waste one of my turns for the nasty plot, but that is okay. Byron says I was using reflect. Okay, that's why. That I was wondering, like, wait, why is he doing so much damage to us now? That's weird. That's all good, man. It's all good. I used the hill right there, so we should be good. We got Juan with the like. What's up, Juan? How are you doing today, dude? Okay, so we only have one nasty plot in, so I need to do it one more time after this one, and then we will be good to hit him. See, yep, MJ hit him, and he is dead on our screen, but he's probably going to have just a little bit of health left for his shield. But either way, no, he's not. He is dead. GG's, everybody. GG's. And congratulations, MJ. Kamisaki says, that one hit, dude, that was awesome. Hell yes. So we were able to give MJ here hers, and also that was not bad for Toxapex at all. I will say that. Arturo says GG's to you, brother. GG's to you. Alright, so like I said, that'll be our last Cinder Race one for today. We're gonna do we're gonna go get our 6-star up. We're gonna try him a couple times, and then we're gonna switch over to some shiny hunting. Dylan says, nice guys. Kamisaki says, dope. 3 acid sprays is only needed. Byron says, GG's. And MJ says, I killed him, LOL. Well, I'm glad you were able to also catch him, MJ. So congratulations on that. Oh, well, yeah, he was very... Our 6-star was super, super close. So let's go check this one. And again, for those out there that haven't gotten their Cinderace yet, do not worry. Like I said, I will be doing Cinderace tomorrow as well. It's just we've been doing Cinderace for literally an hour and 20 minutes now, so I kind of want to change it up a little bit. Get us something different going. Oh, goodness. Is it up on the right? No, it's over here. Oh. No Herba. Okay, yeah, no. So there's no Herba, MJ for them. It's always going to be set to what it is. Which are those items? Which is why we're going to go over to this 6-star to see if we can get it. Let's see who. Ooh, okay. That's going to be a little bit difficult. Yeah, thank you, bank account. Yeah, acid spray looked really good. Okay, I'll stick with Slowbro. Why not? I'll stick with Slowbro for this one. Alright, so this is our 6-star. And we do have a 68% chance of getting some Herba Mystica from it. So we will see how it goes. Kamisaki says, yep, just like Screech. Yeah, Screech is pretty good too, with that doubt. Also, Kamisaki, I'm not sure if you knew this, but your Berserker build that you have, the day you were talking about it, and a couple people made it in chat, I was like, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and make one too. So we have our Berserker that is a raid-ready debuffer. Byron says, yeah, I used that on the cat. The cats. What cat, Byron? Are you talking about the starter Pokemon? Mr. Meow Meow Kitty Meow? Kwiski says, wow, that's great. Yeah, yeah, you had left, and I was like, I'm going to go ahead and make one. Why not? And just kind of went from there. We got MJ back in. We got Danielle in. Welcome back, Danielle. And then, like I said, we're going to, after we do this one, if we don't do it the first time, we'll do it a second time. And then we will go do some shiny hunting here in the game. And we also have Toro back in as well. Welcome back, Toro. Viking cat. Oh, Berserker. Gotcha. Yes, our Viking kitty, which I never got him shiny. But also, Byron, I wasn't sure if you noticed, if you heard me say this earlier, I did use Iron Hands for a couple of raids, I believe, yesterday or the day before yesterday, and you had yours really good. We were using the one that Byron here was using for previous raids, and had a lot of fun using him. He was really stacked, and Byron gave him to me because here on the page he did end up getting a shiny version of Iron Hands with the same build. So we were able to give that to him. So in exchange, later on, he gave me his regular Iron Hands, which is awesome. Byron said I got him shiny. Oh, you got Viking Cat shiny? Very nice, dude. I actually don't have him shiny. I never shiny hunted for him in Sword and Shield, surprisingly. Alright, so let's get this bird finished. Byron says, yeah, he was strong. Dude, he is good. He is really good, the one you gave us. Alright, so let's go ahead. We'll do... Oh, he's using Home Cloth. He won't have any fire moves. It's just the fact that he's steel type, so that's not great against our poison. Not our poison, our fairy. Wrong Pokemon. Also, I forgot to ask, Danielle, when you went into the shiny raid that you just happened to find last night, did it make the shiny, did it do the shiny sparkle for you? Like, that is one thing I've been curious about. If the raids for, like, if you come across a shiny Pokemon, if it does the, sparkle for it or not. Alright, so we did 2, so let's do 3 of these, and then just start hitting them. I'm glad to say, though, today's Cinderace thing, it went a lot better than the first time we attempted to do it when he first came out, because, like I said, we got him the first time, but after that, it was just chaos. It was just absolute pure chaos. Alright, so we need one more. Peyton says, sadly, raids not let you know if it's a shiny. Daniel says, nope, no sparkle or anything. Oh, that is unfortunate. So you really have to know the shiny then. Okay, because if I remember correctly, in Sword and Shield, they did do at least the sparkle when they were shiny, which was great. But in this one, they just don't do it. They got. I hate this Pokemon. Kamisiki says there are rumors that next raid is Greninja. I've seen that, but again, I don't go based off of rumors, Kamisiki. I never have and never will. It would probably make sense. I died. Danielle says, if you could stop killing me, that'd be great. Yeah, can you stop dying, Danielle? But no, like, I've heard that, and I've also heard they might do Delphox next as well, just to get all the fire starters out of the way. But also, I've noticed that they've been doing like some very popular past Pokemon for this game. Alright, so we're going to have to get this one up again. If we don't get it this second time, then we are going to just switch over to some shiny hunting. Which yesterday we ended up getting Palmy and Sandy Shocks. We also got a Gibble, but I didn't save the game right there due to the fact that we are kind of low on Urban Mystica right now. And I'm just going for the big prizes right now. I would still catch them for shits and giggles, but we don't save just for the fact I need some more Urban Mystica. MJ says I did too. It's all good though, MJ. It is all good. Alright, so I actually kind of want to use my Iron Hands that Byron got me. I'm going to use them for this raid, because why not? So like I said, we're going to do this one more time, and go and switch over to some shiny hunting. But I'm going to switch Pokemon to our big boy right here. Our big boy Iron Hands. My phone went off again. I bet that's my weather app for the morning. No, it was Discord. It was Discord, surprisingly. Wait, what? Hold up, everybody. I just, holy shit, I just got a message in Discord that I was not I'm not gonna say what it is, but holy shit, we got a Toro back in. Holy shit, we got Danielle back in as well. Welcome back, Danielle. Danielle says, yeah, I'm talking to Liam right now. Yeah, yeah, I, the, what the fuck? And we got MJ in as well. Like I said, I'm not gonna say what the situation is, guys, but I got a message I was not expecting right there. Alright, Toro's going to be using his Mudsdale. I'm not sure what Danielle and MJ are going to be using right now. Mm. Holy shit. Danielle says, looking through my boxes. No worries, Danielle. And we have officially come to the halfway point of today's session. We are at an hour and a half for being live. MJ says, don't know what to do. It's all good, MJ. It is all good. We're just kind of winging it with this one. But like I said, we'll be doing Cinderace tomorrow as well. And MJ, even though you already caught your Cinderace, if you participate in tomorrow's, like the rewards that we got for Cinderace, you will get those again. You just won't be able to catch the Pokemon again. Which I find kind of weird that you can't double dip on the Pokemon for the raids, for the special event raids. That's just really, really weird to me. I also find it weird that, ooh, very, very nice shiny Mudsdale, and unfortunately a disappointing shiny being Annihilate. So we're going to use our Belly Drum and then just keep Drain Punching him. Yeah, that did nothing to me. Like I said, Byron here gave us a very, very good stacked Iron Hands. Byron says, because this perfect stat has a title, probably they don't want them just going over. Yeah, but at the same time, too, like, you have to admit, there is some work for these guys, without a doubt. There's some definite work. Pate says, I guess they don't want people to get multiple and trade them out to people. Well, I mean, if they didn't want us to do that, then they would have made it so, like, we can't breed them. You know what I mean? He did not just get rid of that as that belly drum. Alright, so... no. We're gonna die. We're gonna die, chat. Oh, wait, does he have a... he does have a title. That's right, the Unrivaled. That's right. I forgot about that. I figured he was going to be a little bit tough with Corviknight. Byron says, yeah, but the breeding ones don't have time. That is true. That is very true. But still, at the same time, like I said, these are in fact like hard work to be able to get because you have to put a lot of strategy into them. Danielle says one hit me. He keeps one shotting me right after I do belly drum. So like I said, we're probably not gonna be able to defeat this one, but that's okay. Aw. GG's chat. GG's. Like I said, we're gonna switch over to some shiny hunting here now. That was our last raid because we have hit the halfway mark, so we have enough time to do enough shiny sandwiches until we hit the 3 hour mark. In hopes of getting our roaring moon. Our Toro says LOL. Peyton says, "Why is Corviknight so?" You can't say that word, man. Peyton, you cannot say that word, my guy. In chat, I can't read that one. All right. So I'm going to throw down a save right here, and picnic. I was trying to remember what I was trying to do. Let me check. Okay, no, I'm getting caught up on messages. My bad, dude. No, you're good. In fact, don't take this personal, my man. I'm going to have to delete that comment as well. And you're good. Like I said, I give depending on the severity of what was said, because you didn't know. Uh, like it all depends. Like first time's a warning, and then depending on how serious above was said, then it's a ban. But like I said, you are good, my man. It is said and done. So let's go ahead, get our herba, and then go from there. Byron says I was just deleting it. Oh, you're good, Byron. You are good, my man. And like I said, it's said and done. Like it was a mistake. It happens. We're all good. Peyton says I deleted it too. All right, good, bro, good. Because like I said, Peyton here is I know for a fact Peyton's a good community member. Without a doubt, we all make mistakes. Like it happens. All right, so there we go. Let's get that tomato on there, and then this disgusting avocado. Yeah. People wondering why do I call it disgusting avocado? I hate avocado in real life. I find it absolutely disgusting. All right, throw the bread over there, and then there we go. Kaminsky says just say can't. Don't push it. uh, like I said, there's certain words on here I personally do not allow on chat. Not only that, Facebook is very, very like bad for it. Byron says because yep, that is true. Byron says because it's disgusting. Dylan asks going after a shiny. Yes, that is our big prize for today, Dylan. Is shiny roaring moon. Hopefully we get him today. We got Sandy Shocks yesterday, who's I forgot to move into a box, but that's all right. We got him, and we actually almost missed him yesterday. The one I caught, I was like looking at him kind of funny, like you don't look right because, like I said, we were looking for that yellow, but that didn't show up because of the lighting down there, so he was super easy to miss. But luckily we got him. And like I said, we have plenty of time to do it. Peyton says, if I'd known, I wouldn't have said it. But hey, you don't have to worry about it again. All right, no worries, bro. Like I said, it is a mistake. It is said and done with. Like it is all good. You are good, my man. All right. Oh, please, for the love of God, Lord Bidoof, give us the shiny roaring moon quickly. We've done him quite a few times as well. We definitely haven't done him as much as Danielle. But what is with these Pokemon? Uh, game, please don't screw me over on the sandwich right now. Like, unfortunately, we have not caught him. Danielle's definitely done him way more than me. Like, she has also tried to get him. She has her cursed Pokemon down here, though, which is Shiny Zuelius. And when it comes down to it, like, neither of us caught him. Okay, what is going on? Diglett, you were not spawning here yesterday. You were not spawning here at all yesterday until, like, the sandwich. Same with you. Don't tell me this one. Sometimes these sandwiches do mess up to where it shows the effect, but it actually does not play them out. Like, see, like, we're not getting any dragons, so I'm thinking we might have to reset this sandwich here in a minute. Kuiski says shining roaring moon chinks. Don't play me like that, bro. I actually had somebody in chat telling me one day that they swear up and down they saw shiny sandy shocks before we found him. I even went back and looked at the footage like when they had said it, and just nothing. Like I was like, okay, no, they were, but again, I didn't know about the lighting thing, so I was like, now I'm thinking more about it. Like maybe they were right. Peyton says sandwich is freaking out again. Might have to reset. Yeah, I'm thinking that too. I'm thinking we're gonna have to reset. Unfortunately, yeah, we're not getting any dragons, so we're gonna go ahead and reset. So let's go ahead and reset the game. Dylan says, nice. I beat Violet, and on Scarlet, I got 5 badges, 4 Titans, and 3-star, almost a post game. Very nice, bro. Very, very nice. Like I said, we did the entirety of Violet here, and I beat Scarlet prior to coming back to streaming off stream, so I knew like what was gonna happen, what Pokemon I should possibly have for the team, and kind of going from there. But at the same time, I wanted to keep my mouth shut because the game was still relatively new. It was only out for like maybe 2 weeks at that point. So I was like, okay, I'll just have to make sure to be quiet. Just let everybody know, like, yeah, I've beaten it, but I'm not gonna say spoilers for everybody watching, which is a really good thing because a couple of people that came in, they're like, I'm still on this, and I was like, okay, well, I'm not saying anything. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna have to do that sandwich again because it did not give us what we needed. 2 avocado, 2 herba, and kind of go from there. Hopefully this time it works, the sandwich. Alright. So put our green peppers, then our tomatoes, so that way we still have kind of like a flat surface. The avocado, and then the burger. Like I said, this game was a lot of fun. Like I'd mentioned this before, but in fact, I had re-seen it again because of for the fact that IGN for some reason like repost the content, and they reposted again their Scarlet and Violet like review, and I was just like, yeah, I know the game's glitchy, but it's not that bad. But it's also coming from the same people who literally gave Ruby and Sapphire when they first came out a low score and said too much water. Dylan says, gotcha. And yeah, my friend spoiled the game for me. I was talking about this yesterday too, Dylan. I absolutely fucking hate spoilers for anything, for games, for shows I want to watch, anything like that. I hate it. Like, and unfortunately, I do get spoiled from time to time. Like, I was talking about this yesterday too. Resident Evil 8. The game had been out for a couple of days. I went and got my copy of it on PS5. Literally that same day, the very end of the game was spoiled for me by somebody. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Payne says, if you don't get Shiny Roaring Mood this round, I'll be happy to join you on the sandwich. And I'll use Herbas to save yours. I got a lot to save up. Much love to you, Peyton. Much love. I do need to do it again to where, like, everybody... Because I know for a fact we have people here who would love to join the game. for the world and everything like that. I need to make it one day so like we could just do that, like either on stream or off stream, just chill in Discord, have a good time with it, and go from there. Dylan says same here. It's like, dude, I feel for you, man. Spoilers are terrible. Like, I'm trying to like one that happened, and I was annoyed by this. Was a buddy of mine and Danielle's. Me and her were talking about Stranger Things because season 4 was out, but I hadn't watched even season 3 yet of the show. But I got to watch season 1 and 2 because I bought the Blu-ray and DVD. What is going on? This sandwich is just straight up not working today. We do have, yeah, we have the right effect, dragon, and nothing changed. What is happening? I don't know what is going on. But anyways, like I was talking about it, and he thought, to be fair to him, he thought I also said season 3 I had watched. Uh, and he said a major spoiler for season 3, and I was like, please tell me that was a fake spoiler. And Daniel goes, it wasn't, and I was so fucking mad. He texted me after we get done with that session. I didn't text him until the next day. I was so mad. I was like, nope, not doing this. Byron says, another streamer I watch hates spoilers so much. One time he started a new game, and within an hour, someone came in and spoiled it, and he shut off and never played it again. He was so pissed. Bro, I don't blame him, man. They definitely suck. Wait, do we not have the encounter? Yeah, we don't have the... What? I didn't see it on your stand. Yeah, what the... I didn't know... Hold up. Let's go and close it again. It is dragon, right? Like, avocado sandwich dragon. That's what we've been using. Hang on. I do need... while we get the game loaded, I do need to check this message really quick. Apologies, guys. Wrong button. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Danielle says, is it really a surprise you ruined it? Shut up, Danielle. Oh, wait, no, you were talking about the spoiler. Wait a minute. I thought you were talking about the sandwich. Wait a minute. Fuck, I fucked up. Hold up. I messed up. Okay, let's try this again. What? I don't... Okay, hang on. First of all, I'm gonna go ahead and move these shinies to our bot. Please tell me we're not in the same spot. Okay, we're good. Mitchell says back. Welcome back, Mitchell. There's a goofy baby. I definitely need to get a better one of him. Okay, so we caught that first, then our Sandy shots, and then the Pommy. I always like try to keep them in order. Mitchell says, "What Blake ruined now?" Apparently this shiny sandwich I keep messing up. I keep messing it up for some reason. Like, it's not giving us the effect that we do. And my bad, Daniel. We were talking. I thought you were talking about the sandwich. Oops. Daniel says, "Yeah, I was talking about Stranger Things." Damn, my bad. I thought you were talking about the sandwich. I thought you were making fun of me for fucking up the sandwich twice in a row. Okay, game. Could you stop fucking up for me, please? 2 of you and a hamburger. Like, I don't know what is going on. Mitchell says, Blake, can you catch me a shiny? No, do it yourself, lazy bones. Get your own shiny, Mitchell. Daniel says use a different herb. That's what I did. I picked 2 different herbs this time. I picked 2 spicy. As opposed to, like, the other one I was doing. Peyton says, I can't wait for new season. I still have to finish, season 3. As well as, start season 4. Like, I definitely have to do those with that. Danielle and I started watching season 3. And I asked her, like, where were we at on season 3? She never told me, so that's why I never, like, went back to it yet. Okay, so throw the bread over there, and then do that. Mitchell says, never watched it. Of course you haven't, Mitchell. It's good. I like it. Daniel says, same, I'm excited. I still gotta watch season. I know it won't be out, I believe, until next year, if I'm not mistaken, if I've heard correctly. So I got plenty of time to watch it. It's just like, I want to know where I was for season 3 so I can actually finish watching that season. Because I believe we only had 2 left. Peyton says, you and Mitchell need to get into gear and watch it all. To be fair, Peyton, I haven't had Netflix before until... Okay, so now we got the encounter. I didn't have Netflix until the day I got my internet back, because I bought the Blu-ray for season 1 and 2, but season 3 wasn't on Blu-ray yet. Which, yes, I still buy Blu-ray and DVDs. I'm old school like that. Danielle says, I forgot about it. I've reminded you like 6 times. Squirrel brain. Mitchell says, yeah, but you also like these nuts, so I don't trust what you like. I do. Shut up, Mitchell. I do not like that. Dylan says, I watched it with my daughter and saw what they're talking about as spinoff. Yeah, I remember hearing about this too, and this was the lowest rated episode that actually almost killed the series. Which I'm not going to talk about too much about it for anybody who hasn't watched the season, but there was one episode that literally was so poor that was supposed to like help with the spinoff for other people in the universe for Stranger Things that yeah, they almost it almost actually killed the show, so they had to scrap that idea completely and never went back to the character. Peyton says, I kind of see hard to watch without Netflix. Exactly, bro. Mitchell says that 90s show starts on the night. I don't like sitcoms. I don't like sitcoms, man. So it's not for me. It is not for me. Byron says, I don't think it'll be good. I don't think it's going to be either. I think it's just them trying to make more money off the populated. Because Fox, it was one of Fox's only shows for a while, that 70s show, that was actually getting, like, any sort of, traction. And then, like, it was the only one, too, at the time that was not getting canceled after 1 or 2 seasons. Because they had, because that time they had, like, you know, Family Guy that got canceled. American Dad, which they don't even own it anymore. That's actually owned by TBS, whoever the company is for that. And just so many other things. Mitchell says, I have my doubts on it, but hoping for the best. Daniel says, same, so I'll give it a shot, though. And Byron says, I love that 70 show. See, here's the thing. I don't like sitcoms. I hate sitcoms. With that, Daniel calls me a hater, and she also says, like, I don't have any good taste and stuff. It's that fake fucking laugh track shit that I hate. I don't like scripted comedy like that. Stuff like I've never found it funny. I've never found it funny. Byron says American Dad and Family Guy are so hilarious. I used to like Family Guy, but unfortunately, like it just got really, really stupid to me, and I was like, yeah, this isn't good anymore. American Dad, I watch from time to time, and I still think Roger's like the best part of the entire show. It's just like it's just not the same anymore, you know. Danielle says, "I love that '70s show." Well, damn, Jackie, I don't control the weather. I know what you're talking. Like I said, I have watched a few episodes of that because my mother really, really liked that show, and just didn't find it funny. Mitchell says sitcoms don't like you either. Hey, that's fair. I don't care if they don't like me because at least I'm actually funny. You're fucking kidding me. Why? I don't need enough. We already have you twice, my guy. Mitchell says, How I Met Your Mother. Never watched it. Danielle wants me to watch that one, but I personally never watched it. She was going to show me a couple episodes of it when I was down to visit her, And in exchange, I was going to show her one of my favorite animes, but we had so much we were doing, like we had no time to do that. Daniel says, "Come again for Bigfoot." Is that where that stupid meme you two keep telling me about came from? Uh, Daniel says, "Come again for Bigfoot," and Mitchell also says, "Come again for Bigfoot." Good God. Here's the thing: if we don't get Shiny Roaring Moon, I have to reset it, so this Pokemon does not matter right now. Dylan's one second. I was trying to avoid this Pokemon. Dylan says, "I haven't watched American Dad or Family Guy in a while since Rick and Morty was huge." I actually did not get it, like, I'm not a huge Rick and Morty fan. Like, when it first came out, I thought it was okay. And then, like, season 2 rolled around, I was like, nah, this isn't for me. But I started slowly watching it to try to get into it. And the episodes a lot of people like praise, like the Pickle Rick episode. I fucking hate that episode. That episode to me was the worst one. And I remember like the week it came out, like that is all I heard from people, and all they kept sending me were gifs of that. And I was just like, if you send this to me again, I'm going to block you. Uh, and also, to be fair, I don't watch too much TV. I watch anime, I watch horror movies, but other than that, I'm not too big on TV. Like I said, I'm still, in fact, like I'm still watching Breaking Bad on Netflix, a show that a lot of people have praised and told me like, "Oh man, this is the greatest, one of the greatest shows ever made." And I was like, "Okay, I'll give it a chance." I'm on season 3, and I'm still waiting for something good to happen. Like, it's just not that great to me. Byron says, "I hate Rick and Morty." See, I didn't like it at first either, Byron. Like I said, there's some stuff I find kind of funny in it, but it's just one of those okay shows. It's not great, uh, but it's not the worst thing that I've ever seen come out either. Rick and Morty and Bob's Burgers are the okay. That's where I'll disagree with you. I love Bob's Burgers. I do like that show. I find that one pretty damn funny. I forgot Byron here does not like Bob's Burgers at all. Kamisi says, "I hate Happy Tree Friends more." I know what show you're talking about. I remember the first time I saw that, I was like, "What the fuck is this?" The show was so messed up. It was so messed up. In fact, it was a pretty fucked up show, but it got me to laugh a few times. I was like, "What is this shit?" All right, so no to any of these Roaring Men. And again, if we don't get him, uh, if we don't get him this time, we'll have to reset. So I mean, Suelius that we caught literally does not count. Daniel says Blake likes Teletubbies. Blake actually found the Teletubbies to be fucking disturbing as a child, and I still do. Dylan says, "Any good anime recommendations?" I which I'm waiting for season 2 of it. I fully watched War of Ragnarok, which is a Netflix original anime. Super good. Waiting for season 2 that's supposed to come out this month, if I'm not mistaken. And obviously My Hero Academia, which apparently part 2 of the new season just started, so I definitely need to go watch that. It like I love My Hero Academia. There's a lot that I watch though. There's all different types: action, slice of life, horror based anime, comedy anime, all that sort of stuff. Oh goodness, I gotta scroll up because I missed some chat. Colton says, "Let's do it." Welcome to Spartan Omega Gaming. If you're new and enjoying the stream, don't forget to smash that like, follow, and share. Oh god, every time. And share. If you want to be notified when he goes live, hit that bell or put exclamation point notify in chat. Much love to you, man. Mitchell says salad fingers. That I found funny. I love salad fingers. People, I know of some people in my life that found that disturbing. So I literally mocked his voice. I'd like, yeah, just to fuck with people. It was a lot of fun. Kamishka says, "I love Teletubbies. Brings back so many childhood memories." Huh? Well, if you ever want to feel old, the Sun Baby now has a baby. Like, if you ever want to feel old, the Sun Baby now has a child, and I'm just like, oh my goodness. Danielle says, I like rusty spoons. Uh, Goodness, we're still checking out these Pokemon too. Uh, Dylan says, I just started a new season of Don Machi. It's the wrong way to pick up girls in a dungeon. I have not heard of that one. Danielle says Dragon Ball Super is good as fuck. I told you you would like it. You just don't listen to me. Kamiski says, what genre of anime do you like? Me, I like Iskita anime. Like I said, I watch all different types of anime. Like, I don't limit myself to one specific genre. Like, there is one that I definitely want to finish, but unfortunately, I can never find it. So I went and bought the entire manga series to read it. Was Azumanga Daioh. That one was a really fun one to me. It's a slice of life one, yes, call it what you will, but it was definitely fun to watch and to read. Uh, Dylan says I'm caught up on Dragon Ball, One Piece, Bleach, Tokyo Revengers season 2. I do want to watch. I do want to get caught up on Bleach. Like I know the Thousand Year Blood War has been going on for quite a while now. I'm not caught up on any of that. I, however, read some of the manga for it a good while back, so I do know partially what happens. But also in Bleach anime, like they changed some shit compared to the actual thing. Danielle says Blake likes. No, Blake does not. Blake does not like that. Dylan says Danmachi's is pretty good. Check it out. What is it on, Dylan? Because yeah, I'm always down to have some anime recommendations. Kimitsuki says, yeah, so if you watched Teletubbies before, you definitely should have a family now. I live alone. I live alone and I don't talk to people and I don't go outside, so there's that. I play video games and tell people to go away. Peyton says, left for a minute, came back to Daniel saying Blake is into hentai. Well, he's not. She was absolutely lying there. And we have officially been live for 2 hours. Bleach is, yes, Bleach is amazing. It is without a doubt amazing. Uh, like I said, it's been a while. Like, because I'm surprised, honestly, they decided to finish it. When I heard that, I was like, holy shit, that is amazing that they're actually going to finish it. Because they left off after the Eisen arc, to where like we got to meet the first Soul Reaper, or I'm sorry, not the first Soul Reaper, but the first substitute Soul Reaper. So and then after that, it was kind of went dark for years. I want to say like 10 years it's been since like the last episode before they decided to revive it. So I was really surprised to hear like they had brought that back. Dylan says I watch all my anime on a free website. I used to do that too for anime, especially when I was in Job Corps. I found one that I absolutely refused to tell people because I knew as soon as it got around, like the website was going to get banned off their computer. So I was like, nah, fuck this. I'm not telling anybody. Which that website's still up today. I'm surprised. Uh, Dylan says I kiss anime or 9anime. I used to use Anime Update. That's what I used for all of mine because not only would it have it subbed, but it would have it subbed and dubbed. So like if I decided to do that, if I decided to watch in either language, I had the opportunity to do that, and I had pretty much anything on there you could imagine. Kamiski, what's a Kamiski, you are too innocent for this. Yeah, we have to keep it at least PG-13. This chat, I can't say what that is. Paige says, oh yeah, dude. I thought they would bring back the anime, and for the longest time, I kept coming close to read the manga, but I kept holding off hope just that they would bring it back one day. Then 10 years later, they finally got it. Crunchyroll is the shit. Okay, yeah, I do remember. It's on Crunchyroll. Apparently, it's on Hulu now too, and supposedly it's coming to Disney Plus as well. So I was kind of confused why it's coming on Disney Plus because Disney highly censors anime. Because like I said, they had Naruto playing on there for Naruto Shippuden, I should say. and that shit was so heavily censored. I was like, oh my god. But you know, I had cable, so it was either it played on Disney Plus because Toonami did not have the rights for it at the time. And yeah, what Danielle said. What Danielle said. Funimation's good. Yeah, my brother has Funimation. That's how I've been watching My Hero Academia. Funimation, Crunchyroll. I don't remember Viz. No, Viz Media doesn't have one anymore. Viz Media used to, but they don't anymore. They got rid of theirs for some fucking reason. I think they just integrated with Crunchyroll. If I'm not sorry. Danielle said, I'm sorry, first Peyton says, yeah, Bleach is on Hulu and not Crunchyroll, which makes me sad, but it's all good. See, I don't have Hulu yet, so I'll definitely have to get that just to watch. I need to get it for that and like Hell's Kitchen, Boss Burgers, and other shit that I watch. Danielle says Naruto She Pooted. You reminded me of the parody that they did on YouTube called Naruto Shit Poo Damn. That was really really funny. Peyton says all of Funimation is still getting moved over to Crunchyroll. See, I don't know if they're actually still gonna do that or not, Peyton. Like, I did hear that they were gonna do that, but there has not been any sort of update since. But Crunchyroll is another one I want to get to because they also have Food Wars, which I really really got into Food Wars. That one was really really good to me. Still no fucking Roaring Moon yet. Danielle says, I'll give you my Hulu. Don't worry about it, Danielle. I'll buy it one day. Speaking of which, I gotta check my mail later for my internet bill. Even though I just paid it, it was not a full bill. Because if I don't pay my internet, we can't continue doing these things now, can we, boys and girl? Alright, so like I said, we're still looking for, how much time do we have left for it? We still got 13 minutes, so we still got plenty of time for this one. Peyton says, they have put a lot of shows on Funimation on Crunchyroll already, though. Oh, did they? I am surprised. Danielle says, ahem, what, Danielle? What is it? I will give you my login. Say, it's all good, Danielle. Like I said, I'll get it later. It is all good. Same with Funimation. Like, I'll just buy them later. It is no worries. Alright. Peyton says, take the Hulu login, sir. Nah, I'm stubborn. I still haven't even used the code she gave me for Game Pass yet. Which, to be fair, I haven't had time to. I've been fucking busy. Like crazy lately. Kamiski says, I don't know if it's available in your country, but I use, I know I'm gonna butcher this, Billy app and Android to watch anime. Never heard of it. Never heard of it. Peyton says Daniel has spoke. Daniel is not the boss of me, Peyton. Goodness, I'm surprised we still have not found him yet. Kumisiki says newly created anime this year, mostly on Isekai. I just have to remember my Japanese pronunciations for shit. Like I said, I really want to, which I might watch an episode today. I don't know how many episodes are out yet for it. I might go after stream before I go get myself a nap because I've been up since about midnight. Like I said, did not sleep good at all last night, guys. I might go watch My Hero Academia or something along those lines, or try to fucking finish Breaking Bad. I'm so tired of Breaking Bad already, and I don't know how to remove a show from my watch list. Still waiting for something to happen, and I'm on season 3. That should tell you something. All right. I checked my phone a little bit. I'm surprised Danielle's probably like writing a long message right now in chat for the fact I still haven't used Game Pass code yet. Which I need to figure out because, like I said, everything my room right now, for those of you who don't know, it is a fire hazard for all the shit that I've plugged in. Like I got PS4, PS5, Switch, TV, computer capture card, chargers. All I got a lot of shit plugged in right now. So unfortunately, I gotta find something to unplug to put the Xbox in for later on purposes. I do. I did at one point want to buy the, which I haven't seen the ending of it yet, so I don't know how good it is, but I was enjoying watching Danielle play it. Halo Infinite story. For those of you who don't know, I'm a huge, huge Halo fan, which should not be surprising considering I have a Halo 4 poster in the background. But also I have like a ODST and a Reach one that you guys can't see. That's off camera. Isekai are mostly stories that include reincarnation, summoned to another world, or transferred into a game genre. Okay, so like Sword Art Online. That time I got reincarnated into a slime. Just general things like that. I know what you're talking about now. Which also, I believe Mob Psycho 100 should be having a new season soon. If it doesn't already have season 2 yet, I don't really remember. I think my brother said that season 2 is on Funimation, which I love. Mob Psycho 100 was good. And speaking of anime, who here was a Hunter x Hunter fan? Because the reason I ask is because the person who, the creator of the manga series, a couple of years ago, in fact, he was starting up the manga, and there's talks of possibly bringing the anime back because where the anime ended, that's where the manga ended because he took a long, long hiatus from creating process. So that was unfortunate. Kuiski says yes, those kind of animes. Dylan says yes, just started hitting me. So, like I said, hopefully they bring that one back. I kind of quit watching. Oh, excuse me. I kind of quit watching it after a while. It just quit being interesting. Same with like there's one that I thought was going to be on the level of like Naruto slash My Hero Academia for the main character being like super super weak to getting super strong. However, I could not get into it because of the fact the main character was just so goddamn annoying, which was Black Clover. I could not get into that one. I stopped watching after the first arc. Like, that one to me just got super annoying, unfortunately. Dylan says manga is back for Hunter x Hunter. Yeah, it's back. I remember that a couple years ago, and I remember saying the other day that there's still talks about them. Again, it's a rumor, but I could see this one coming back considering like how popular it was, and considering the fact that they for people who don't know, Hunter x Hunter, like the one that probably most people are watching, was a reboot of the series as well. Payne says, I knew you were gonna fucking say that, dude. Black Clover is so fucking good. I promise it's worth to keep watching. I'm sorry, man. I could not get into the Asta was like so damn annoying that I just could not for the life of me continue it. Like he was just that bad of an anime protagonist to me that I just couldn't for the life of me continue watching for my sanity purposes. Like after the first arc, like I just quit. You're fucking kidding me. This is another one we're gonna have to delete if we don't get a roaring moon. This will be two we have to get rid of, unfortunately. Daniel says you're a rumor. Thank you, Daniel. Oh, we are cursed. We are cursed, chat. Peyton says he didn't give it long enough. He gets a lot better. I gave him an entire arc series, man. I gave him an entire arc series, and he was just. I couldn't stand it anymore. Both subbed and dubbed, like it was just nope, not for me, not for me. Danielle laughing, dude. We're getting cursed right now with Gibble and Zwellius, and unfortunately, like I said, I'm gonna have to reset if we don't get our Roaring Moon right here. Payne says because he annoyed the crap out of me too. See, like I don't even remember where I ended up. I remember like they were about to get into the second arc, which was going to the other parts of the world to see what was up. Dylan says if they animate the new Hunter x Hunter manga, it would be probably as big as Bleach comeback. I would agree. I would definitely agree with that. If they were to bring it back, it would be just as big as Bleach. Kamisaki says, "You are cursed, but we are blessed because we will have him on Shiny Sunday." Yes, you guys will have him on Shiny Sunday, but I'm gonna be over here like cursed out of my mind because we still do not have him. How much time do we have left in it? We got 5 minutes, so yeah. Like I said, if we don't get him, we'll have to do a salute for both this Zwellius and Gibble for their sacrifice. Unless we just happen to get fucking incredibly lucky right now and he shows up nice and green for us. Like I said, shiny hunting for me is a blessing and a curse. Like, I find Pokemon that I don't need shiny, and usually, like I said, I save it. But because of how low I am in Arba Mystica right now, I just can't do it. Because of how many shiny hunts we've been doing lately. Peyton says, "Oh, trust me, shit gets wild if you keep watch." I don't know, man. I said I gave it a fair shot. I gave it a fair shot, but it wasn't for me. I don't know. Maybe it's just Danielle already knows. I'm very, very cynical when it comes to like TV shows. Anime is no exception to me for it. And for people that know, for other people that know me too, they're just like, "Can you enjoy anything?" And I'm like, "No, not really." Like for example, when it comes to movies, I know for a fact Danielle's the same way as well for this, so she cannot give me shit for it. If a movie does not get my attention within the first 15 minutes, from then I'm just gonna pretty much rip on it the entire time. Like for example, I still don't see the hype about it to this day. I did not like the first Avatar movie. I absolutely hated the first Avatar movie. When I heard like the second one was coming out, I was like, "Oh joy, great!" Dylan says, "I like Black Clover. They got a movie coming. That doesn't surprise me. Usually, big ticket animes will always get a movie to them, and most of the time, like when it comes to them, like it's not canonical. Like it's not. It doesn't go based with the story. Like almost all of the Naruto movies, for example, like the only one that is canon is Naruto, the last movie, because like it was showing pretty much how Naruto and Hinata got together. Byron said, "Yeah, Avatar sucked." Yeah, no, I totally agree. Avatar sucked. Like, everyone's like, "Oh, it's so visually impressive," and I'm like, it doesn't have a good story. Like, it had a garbage story to it. Like, not only that, when somebody like tries to defend that movie, I'm like, okay, name two character names from that movie. They can't do it. There is, and literally most people, myself included, that the thing that they remember most from that movie was the alien butt sex scene. That was it. Payne says I can't wait for the movie. Is when does it come out? Uh, Not only that, James Cameron also has a huge fucking ego to him. Like, I don't know. I'm not sure if anybody has seen like here on social media, like the stuff he's been saying about his movies, like Avatar, Titanic, and all that. But the dude has a huge fucking ego to him. Payne says, I think. Okay, so not too much longer, and you guys will get it. It's gonna be one of those ones where it actually comes to theaters for like a select time, like the Dragon Ball Super movies and My Hero. Is it gonna be one of those ones where it's on streaming services slash goes straight to video type movie? Damn it, I didn't mean to run into it. Dylan says Black Clover movie is coming out March 31st. Okay, okay. So we have an exact date for it. Oh man, I'm surprised we have not got our Green Boy yet. Hey, what's up, Pat? How are you doing today, dude? Eric says, I'm back at LOL. Just done shiny hunting Lycanroc. I now have almost a full team of shiny Lycanroc. Very nice, bro. Very, very nice. Welcome back, Eric. We caught 2 shiny Pokemon, but they're not the ones we need, so we're gonna have to reset, unfortunately. Danielle says Dragon Ball Super movie was so good. I haven't gotten to watch the newest one yet, unfortunately. We have Pat with the like. Thank you, Pat. I haven't got to watch the newest one yet. I've seen all the ones prior to it, like Battle of the Gods, Resurrection F, and Broly, which Broly was super good. When I heard they were changing him, I was like, oh, I don't know how that's going to be, but they changed him for the better, without a doubt. And Broly is now officially canon, too, which is great. Peyton says, yes, it was. I can't wait for the series to come back. I don't know when it's going to come back. Okay, so that was the end of our sandwich, unfortunately, because we have all these guys now. Hey, what's up, Tito? How are you doing today, dude? Tito says, what's up, Spartan Omega, and everyone in chat. How are you doing, bro? Okay, so chat, like I said, we did get to shiny. We got shiny Zuelius and Gibble, which we already have those two. That's not what we need. We need Roaring Moon. So chat. We also have oh no, I said that one already. My bad. Give them a salute as we reset the game for our shiny Roaring Moon. Dylan says, I can't wait to see Frieza's new transformation anime. I didn't know that because I haven't seen it yet. I didn't know he had a new one in this new movie. Peyton says, yeah, Broly movie. Yeah, it was. I loved how they switched him up. Daniel says, when I started watching the series, I could think of as why is Goku's life a bit. Oh, Chi-Chi sucks. Chi-Chi used to also be a fat kid, by the way, in the original Dragon Ball series. Like, I never liked Chi-Chi. Fun fact, though, Danielle, for since you are not a Dragon Ball fan, Bulma is older than both Goku and Vegeta by like 10 plus years. I think it's 10 years exactly. I can't really remember. I'd have to look it back up. Payne says bye bye shinies. Yes, like I said, their sacrifice will not be in vain because we will in fact get our shiny Roaring Moon. Now that's 2 of those and hamburger. Okay, so let's do that. Peyton says Goku is into it, so it works out. I mean, he possibly is, yeah. It's like Dragon Ball Super is good. I liked it. I watched it every night. I watched it every night on Toonami. I think there was like, I think close to 200 episodes for Dragon Ball Super, if I'm not mistaken. Dylan says not in movie. Sorry. Oh no, no, you're good, bro. You're good. I was just like, please tell me that was not a spoiler. Danielle says, yeah, I got that when she said she known Goku most of his life. Yep, yep. She is older than him by like 10 years, which is insane to me. Okay, so we throw the bread, and then we do that, and we are good. All right. Danielle says Vegeta got something up his ass with all that moodiness, like moodiness. Like, damn. I mean, he's the Prince of all Saiyans, Danielle. What do you mean? Like I said, I know why you're watching it, but like I said, you should watch My Hero Academia after. Okay. Peyton says Bulma never going to look old because those damn Dragon Ball pushes of Earth. Uh, actually, come to think, one thing that is kind of sad to think about now. The voice actor for Frieza for I believe the English dub had passed away. Unfortunately, same with Bulma. I believe it was Bulma's Japanese voice actress had passed away. Like I believe that was 2021 when I heard that, so about 2 years ago, coming up on that they had both passed away, which sucks. Because now I'm wondering, like, who are they going to get to voice Frieza for the rest of the series? Pat says, Gohan was intended to be the main character after the Cell Saga, but the creator didn't know how to make interesting storyline for Gohan as main character. Yeah, I knew that. I know for a fact that, in fact, for a while he was trying to make Gohan the main protagonist, and the manga creator, in fact, this is why there's some like errors in the show and the manga, is because he literally only thought up to the Frieza saga, and then after that, when he kept going, like he was just kind of making it up as he went along. So unfortunately, that's why there's some like continuity errors, and kind of like why Trunks and Goten didn't have tails, being Saiyans. Like he just had stated that he simply forgot about it, without a doubt. Same with like the time same with like the time skips, not skips, but like the going back in time with like Trunks and everything like that. Dylan says my hero is awesome. I actually can't wait for new episodes. Same. Well, apparently part 2 of the new season just started, which I was thinking I was gonna have to wait good couple of months, but apparently according to my brother, anyways, that the new episodes are up. Payne says yes. Yeah, it's unfortunate. It is unfortunate. Because like thinking about it more too, like the voice actress for Goku for the Japanese, the original version, she's getting up there in age as well, unfortunately. And you gotta think though, this it's been out literally since the '80s, so it's been out for good 40 years now. Daniel says I love Gohan. He's so sweet. He's kind of a bitch. Like compared to like when he was a kid, Gohan fucking sucks as an adult. And I'm not the only one that thinks that. Uh, I will say though, when I guarantee a lot of our anime fans here in chat remember this. I was not a fan of Dragon Ball GT. I was not. It had a couple of cool transformations, but other than that, it was just kind of a boring one to me. All right. Like I said, we're still going for Roaring Moon, so maybe we'll get lucky and get him. But yeah, like had they kept Gohan as cool as he was, like during the Cell Saga, like that would have been incredible to have seen. But they decided to completely nerf him right after that, which was unfortunate. Still no Green Boy. Peyton says I enjoyed GT as a kid, but definitely nothing compared to the original. But it was something to have until it came back. Yeah, but even when I watched it the first go around, I thought it was just kind of boring compared to the original. And like none of it's canon anymore. It's I think fans have like dubbed it as more as like an alternate universe type of thing. But yeah, it is, which I'm kind of glad it's not canon anymore. Since Super came around, because Super literally takes place like almost immediately after the Majin Buu saga. Dunn says it kind of made up for with Gohan in the new movie. Like I need to see it. I know that he's the main. I think if I remember correctly from what I've watched from like the trailer, like he's the main protagonist. for it, if I'm not mistaken. So I'll definitely have to watch it one day. Either on Funimation or I'll just go buy the DVD because like that I'll have literally all the Dragon Ball Super movies on DVD and Blu-ray. Uh, Dylan says it's good. Yeah, I'm sure it's good without a doubt. My favorite one so far still has to be Broly, without a doubt. Tito says Freezer looks crazy. I did not know about Frieza's new form yet, unless it's in the manga. Dylan says yes. Like one thing I did for I think I mentioned this before. One thing I did for My Hero Academia, so I would not get spoiled this season, was because again I wasn't sure like when my internet was going to come in and how long until Toonami would play it. What I literally did, I went on their Facebook page and unliked and unfollowed the page just so I would not get any sort of spoiler at all. Dylan says it's in the manga. Okay, okay. I have not read the Dragon Ball manga in forever. Like, I think the last one I read was back when Shonen Jump was still doing like physical versions of it. So that it's been a very, very, very long time, without a doubt. Mitchell says, Daniel, what time are you off today? Probably she's probably off in a couple hours because it's Friday. See, now we're not getting anything sparkly to show up. Like we got Zuelius from the last run pretty early, but at the same time, he was not the big prize to obtain. We're still trying to get a Roaring Moon, which, like I said, he's going to be the biggest pain in the ass. He's going to take us quite a bit of time to find shiny, unfortunately. And we have officially been live for 2.5 hours. Tito says I'll be wearing the, the manga. Daniel says 12 minutes. I'll be leaving early today. Okay, cool, Daniel. Cool. Hmm. So we still have about an hour. Yeah, we still have, or no, I'm sorry, 30 minutes left for today's session. So we'll have enough to do one more sandwich after this one to see if we can't get our Roaring Moon shiny. Mitchell says multiplayer when you get home. Tito says let's do it. So no to those two. I'm kind of going back and forth between this waterfall and that wall too, because I noticed like they definitely do that. They spawn a little bit over there. Daniel says, "Yeah, I'm done. I'm down after I ate lunch." And Mitchell says, "Colin just hit me in the face with a pizza cutter." Oh God, you good, bro? Mm. MJ says, "I'm back. Sorry about that. No worries, no. MJ, welcome back. We only got about 30 minutes left for today's session, anyways." Uh, Mitchell says, "Sound good? Do you want some of my sock?" Good God, Mitchell. Daniel says, "Oh no, you okay?" to Mitchell. Yeah, I'm wondering that too. Like, good God, he is a Colin is a little destroyer, chat. Uh, MJ says also thank you for the raid. Oh, you are absolutely welcome, MJ. It is no problem at all. Like I said, the raids here are for you guys, the community, and for us just to have a good time and have some fun, without a doubt. Everybody is welcome to them. Eric says, just sent my group a like a rock in Discord. I'll check in a little bit, man. I'll check in a little bit. But very, very nice. I actually almost accidentally gave out a spoiler for what we have for Shiny Sunday so far. But like I said, I'll get the rest of those Pokemon possibly either tonight or tomorrow from Danielle and Angel. So like I said, we'll probably have about 3 or 4 boxes being able to get that one. Dylan says, anyone like Seven Deadly Sins? I have all of that on my laptop. Besides the newest season, I have all of that downloaded on my laptop. I just have not started it myself. I heard that it's a good one though, but I heard a lot of people did not like the animation quality for the newest season. Dylan says anime. Yeah, I know what you meant. I knew what you meant, brother. Ooh. Danielle says, gotta get some shredded cheese from Walmart, then I'll be home after that. No worries, Danielle. Mitchell throwing in a couple of emojis. Good God. MJ says, I'm sad you didn't stream longer. I've not streamed in a while, but when I did like 7 hours for my longest. My longest one that I've ever done, MJ, is 10 hours. My longest stream was a 10-hour session, which was on Shiny Sunday. And like I said, the minimum I go for streams is at least 3 hours every single day. And the reason that I'm not going that much longer today is I did not sleep good at all. God damn it. I did not sleep good at all last night. I legitimately was up at midnight last night. MJ, did you miss Shiny? No, we haven't caught him yet, unfortunately. Trust me, I've been keeping my eyes out for him, without a doubt. And like I said, I usually go 3 hours for a minimum for a stream. Typically, I go longer, depending on how I'm feeling, which right now, I'm just really tired. My back is also starting to give out a little bit. So, that unfortunately sucks. I definitely need to get this new chair soon. Welcome back, Sir Chester. Sir Chester says, do you hear about the guy who dipped his testicles in glitter? Pretty nuts. I heard that. I legitimately heard that before I started streaming, like maybe an hour before I started streaming in a dad joke video thing. Good God. How's work going for you so far today, man? How much time do we have left for the sandwich? We still got 17 minutes. Like I said, we're gonna do one more sandwich after this one, in hopes of getting our Roaring Moon shiny. It's just we've been lucky with different Pokemon. It's just this one is going to legitimately take us the longest to shiny hunt. Dylan, or I'm sorry, first Mitchell, God damn it. Danielle says Mitchell would know about Pretty Nuts. Probably. Wait. Okay, no, that wasn't one. Dylan says, hey, Sir Chester, how are you doing? And Sir Chester says, Dylan, I'm good, can't complain. Good to hear, brother. Good to hear. And like I said, for tomorrow's session 2, we'll be doing some more Cinderace raids for everybody. For everybody here in the community to not only get the items, but to get the Pokemon itself. And also doing some more shiny hunts. And then I have to also get final preparations for our big stream, which is, of course, Shiny Sunday. That is our biggest stream day of the week, without a doubt. So Chester says, Danielle, I leave sparkles on his... Good God. Danielle says, I knew it. But you put, I knew if. I knew if, huh? I knew if that, sir. Mitchell says, not nuts, not so much. Wait, nuts, not so much. I'm more into your good God. I don't even want to know what's going on right now. I did hear my phone go off earlier, so I'll definitely have to check that out later to see what. Speaking of devil, there just went my phone again. Perfect timing on my part, unfortunately. Daniel says I got plenty of food. God. Um, I was gonna say I gotta check my phone here before we do the next sandwich. Make sure like, because I haven't been able to check it because again the live stream isn't popping up on my phone for some reason, so I have to click the video for any sort of reactions that I personally cannot see. Which they're also about to change the way they do the comment section, unfortunately. So I'm gonna have to figure out like how they're gonna change that so I can have like at least like 5 or 6 comments show up at one time. And I hate the fact that they keep changing so much stuff. It gets super, super annoying after a while having to figure out where the hell to go for the new stuff. Daniel says, just me and Mitchell's daily weirdness, you know this, but fair enough. Fair enough, Danielle. Alright. But yeah, like I said, after this, after the sandwich ends, I'll check to make sure there's no sort of reactions that, again, I personally cannot see. Which also, of course, my OBS for activity feed is still not working, right? So I'm using Streamlabs for that, and thankfully that's been working. It's just, like I said, if something doesn't work, I always try to find a workaround around it for not only streams, but for just stuff in general. Like, if it works, it works. Alright, so let's see. Surprised we have not found him. I'm starting to think this sandwich might be a dud compared to the other one that we had just made. Because we have not seen anything sparkly so far. But we will. We will eventually get him. Because we only need him and a Slitherwing in our name, and then we officially have all of the Scarlet Paradox Pokemon caught. Which I'm so glad we are done with Sandy Shocks. Because we were not getting any sort of luck. We did have to sacrifice a Palmy, but fortunately enough, like right after we caught Sandy Shocks, we went and caught a second. We caught a second one during that same one, which I thought was kind of insane. Danielle says, "Okay, be right back in bed." All right, no worries, Danielle. No worries at all. Ah, man, he's such a cool Pokemon too. Like, I know for a fact other community members here have also shiny funded for him and gotten incredible luck. Not only with him, but Peyton here, for example, ended up getting 2 Sandy Shocks while I was looking for him shiny, and it's just like, are you kidding me? But thankfully, he is done. And we have almost caught all of them for this one. And like I said, our next hunts for big Pokemon will definitely be the Paradox Pokemon for Violet as soon as I get some Urban Mystica in that, as well as the Shiny Charm. I definitely want to hunt for all of them, just to have a complete set of Shiny Paradox. Dylan said, let me jump over that one. Dylan says, I haven't had much luck at shiny hunting Paradox Pokemon. The first couple of days that I was doing it, we had some incredible luck. Like, Fluttermane, I caught plenty of times in this game. Even when I'm not, even when I wasn't hunting for him, like, he would show up, and I was like, awesome. I've got him like 4 or 5 times at this point. Screamtail, I had caught previously, but I went ahead and gave him to Danielle because she liked Paradox Pokemon better than me. So I went ahead and did that one again and got 2 of them. Brute Bonnet, we got super, super lucky with. Like, literally, the sandwich ended and one spawned right in front of us. So we definitely got super, super lucky right there. MJ says, I want him so bad. Yeah, I'm trying to get, like, we will have him to give away for Shiny Sunday, MJ. It's just, I have not caught one for my own personal collection yet, unfortunately. So we will have the Paradox Pokemon for sure, shiny, this Sunday. I believe we will also. The only ones I could want to confirm to you guys right now is the shiny Paradox Pokemon, as well as I believe we will also have the starter Pokemon to give out as well for Shiny Sunday. Dylan says, nice. Dude, like I said, we've gotten some luck, and we still need to get Slitherwing. Danielle here gave us a extra one that she had, and she nicknamed it. She nicknamed it Boob, which is kind of funny. So that's why we haven't been doing him lately. Because I'm like, okay, so we have him. Even though I'm gonna get them all in my name. Like I definitely want them all in my name. So we just kind of went from there. Mitchell says Blake's gonna catch these now. See, you're gonna catch these hands soon, Mitchell. That was a joke, Facebook. Don't at me, Facebook. You joke police. All right. Hmm. So like I said, he's gonna take a while. And unfortunately, like I mentioned yesterday, this is the only spot that he spawns in at for him. And for Violet, I'm gonna have to look up. I think down here it's Iron Thorns. Not Iron Thorns. Iron Valiant for him down here. Which, like I said, once we get the shiny charm for that game, as well as some Herba Mystica, we'll definitely start shiny hunting them as soon. But we have to get them. But I also want to do, like I said, I also want to do our Gale of Darkness Let's Play. I'm still waiting for a new fan to be installed because I'm installing another piece of hardware uh, for it, and I don't think my computer will overheat. It's just always like in the back of my mind, like it might just overheat. So definitely don't want that to happen. Mitchell says, I may be easy for you with that giant blinding forehead of yours. I mean, nah, fair. I'm bald. I can't help it, man. All right. Be crazy if that random Vaporeon just showed up shiny. How much time do we have? Okay, so we got about 8 minutes left for this one. Like I say, he's gonna take us quite a while to shiny hunt, but that is okay. And like I said, when I start doing Pokemon Gale of Darkness on the GameCube, I'll have a stream schedule set up like in our Discord. Like so, a couple days we'll do the Let's Play series for that. Do Scarlet and Violet for raids, shiny hunting, and stuff like that. And also we will still we'll do Shiny Sunday obviously on Pokemon Scarlet because we I don't think we can do it on Gale of Darkness unless everybody wants to come bring their Game Boys with the link cable and get some shinies that way. All right. So unfortunately, I'm not seeing. Okay, there's one that popped up. I was gonna say we're not seeing too many that are just spawning in right now for us, and we haven't seen any shiny Gibble or Zoelius right now either. So this sandwich might in fact just be a complete dud for us on this run, but that's okay because we have one more after this. MJ says, "I don't know if my link cable will reach." That would be a very that'd be a very long link cable. Which I have two of those actually. Like first one I ever bought was so me and my brother could trade Pokemon. He had at the time like he had when I bought Pokemon Fire Red, he bought Leaf Green. Eventually, we were able to get him his own Game Boy, so that way we could help each other like have all the Pokemon in those games. And it was a lot of fun back then. Like we also had like Emerald, Ruby and Sapphire. It was so much fun. MJ says this 20 years old too. Yeah, don't remind me. My youth is long behind me, MJ. I'm an old man who has played a ton of video games and still plays a ton of video games in his life. like I said, that's my main source of entertainment, and it always will be is video games. Like I not only love them for the way they play, but the art style, the music, the story. Like I've just always loved video games, and I've been playing them my entire life. Hmm. Still no Roaring Moon shiny yet, unfortunately. Like I said, one day I need to figure out too. One day how to make it so we can have the graphic that other streamers would have while doing shiny huts and everything like that for it. MJ says, "Can I ask?" You? Yeah, yeah. I am 29. I will be 30 this year, MJ. I will be 30, unfortunately. My youth is long, long behind me, if not understand. No, no, you're good. Like I said, if it's a question I do not feel comfortable with answering, MJ, I just straight up say like, oh, nah, yeah, no, I'm not comfortable with saying that. But most of the time, like, they're just general questions people have about me. Like, but yeah, I'm 29. I'll be 30 this year, so my life will be over, unfortunately. And trust me, without the beard, I look a lot. Without the beard, I look a lot younger. But when I wear my hat, when I don't wear my hat, like that definitely shows my age right there. Because if I go to like say I go to like a bar or a liquor store, and they're like, "Sir, we need to see some ID." That's because I'm wearing my hat and I look a lot younger with it. But if not, they're like, "No, you're old enough. We're not going to card you." I'm like, "Great." Still nothing. How much time do we have? Okay, so we got 3.5 minutes left for this one. Like I said, we got one more sandwich in us, and then we will end today's session on a high note. MJ says, I'll be 28 this year. Got my first Pikachu Game Boy at 4. Well, well, I get from your profile picture, I can't tell like how old people are or anything. You don't look it though from your profile picture for your gaming page. From what I, because like I can see like the little profile picture for like everybody when I have chat up. Like you don't look it, and I never had any special edition Pokemon Game Boys or consoles or anything like that. Unfortunately for my collection, I would like to get some, even if they don't work. Like I could possibly fix them up. If not, just keep them for display purposes. MJ says my son has his first Switch at 2. We have 4 total. Dylan says thanks for a good stream. Hey, no worries, man. Like I said, we got one more sandwich in us too for this one, and I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. We have 4 total. I only have the one. And if it were ever to go out, I would be kind of screwed for multiple reasons. I still get carded, dude. I don't get carded. Like I said, the only time I get carded is if I'm wearing my hat while I go like to a restaurant or a bar or whatever. We got Roger with the like. What's up, Roger? How are you doing today? Uh, but if I'm not wearing it, they're like, oh yeah, we could definitely see you're old enough. And I'm like, great. But my first console, for anybody that is curious too, was the NES. That was my very, very first console. I was very, very young though. And in fact, I asked my mom one day, I'm like, do you ever know what happened to the NES? And she said, no, I actually don't. It might have burnt out. She might have given it away. I never know. We also have Simon with the like. What's up, Simon? Simon says, hello, Blake. Hello, Simon. How are you doing today, dude? Uh, but I remember my Super Nintendo burnt out, and then I still have my N64. MJ says I was a spoiled baby. Uh, I mean, fair. Fair enough, MJ. It's the beard. Yeah, like I have too much baby face going on with the beard. Like some of my friends, in fact, they when I was becoming friends with them, they had never seen me without the beard. And of course, Danielle hates the beard, but some of my other friends are like, "Yeah, never shave. You do not look right without it." Simon says, "Yeah, I'm okay. Good to hear, Simon. Good to hear, bro." Dylan says mine was a Super Nintendo. I actually I don't have my original one, but I do have a Super Nintendo. Same with the NES for the collection. I have a good story about the NES. Uh, that was kind of interesting. Roger says, hey, hi, what's up, Roger? How are you doing today, bro? Like when it comes to the NES, I think I've mentioned this before. It was back in Job Corps. We had something called work-based learning, which was just a apprenticeship type of thing. Uh, and I worked at Habitat for Humanity. I did all sorts of things there. I was in I was in the truck going out and picking up deliveries for donations to it, like clothes, furniture, TVs, all this sort of stuff. And okay, so we're gonna have to reset to get our sandwich. And then one day they had me in the back room to sort through the donations and things like that. And while I was going through it, one of these things was a bag, and I opened it up to see, what's inside of it, because they told me to kind of want to keep an eye out for and what needed to be recycled and things like that. Anything that was broken, anything that had holes in it, that sort of stuff. We didn't accept mattresses. I remember that. Anyways, I opened it up and there's an NES inside this bag, and I was like, "Oh my god!" Which we were allowed to buy stuff as employees and things like that from it. The only thing was like we typically had to wait a day or two before it was out. So I bring it up to the manager because this NES doesn't have the power cords and it doesn't have a controller. But I open up the inside and it's super clean. It's not rusty for the spring portion that you push down to read the cartridge. And so I brought it to him and he's like, "So you didn't find the cables?" And I'm like, "No, I didn't." And he's like, I guess we'll put up." I said, "I'll tell you what. If you don't want to mess with it, I'll give you $5 for it right now because there's no way you could tell that it works or not." He goes, "Okay." That was the price we were going to put it on anyways. So I got an NES for $5. And funny enough, I had the cables at home for it. So I turned it on, make sure it worked. I didn't have a game or controller for it at the time, which I did need to do a couple repairs after a while for it, but it works like it did 30 years ago, or 40 years ago, actually. I need to get, first of all, we have Terrence with the like. Thank you, Terrence. Uh, wait, Roger says that NES is greater in I absolutely agree. I absolutely agree, bro. Dylan says, first Pokemon game was Crystal on Game Boy Color. Then I got Yellow and Blue. Mine was Pokemon Fire Red. Just for the fact I grew up that little thing we all like to call poor. So I had to wait to play Pokemon games. I played like Stadium 1 and 2 and Pokemon Snap on the N64. But as far as handheld ones go, I wasn't able to get one until that era of gaming. MJ says, that's just my first handheld. When I say I had every console, I had them all except GameCube. My sister had it, so I didn't need it, but I have everything. Very nice. I have quite a few consoles as well. Like, pretty much anything you can imagine. I have them, but there are a few I'm missing, unfortunately, from my collection. Like, I pretty much all the Nintendo stuff besides a Wii U. I definitely want to get one of those because I feel like those are going to go continuously go up in price as time goes on. Game Boys, I have pretty much a good collection of them for, and then I have pretty much everything modern besides the Xbox Series S or X. I don't have those two, but I'm also not that interested in them. Roger says Game Gear was my first handheld. I never had a Game Gear, but I heard they were actually pretty good as well. So let's go ahead and get the sandwich up. MJ says Yellow was the first Pokemon game I got with my Pikachu Game Boy. I know what you're talking about. Yes, I remember those Game Boy. It was like a special edition one. And also, fun fact: Pokemon Yellow was the original Game Boy's last game. Like that was the very, very last one. So I feel like they ended it on a high note. Okay, so let's go and put our avocado on there. And again, this will be our last sandwich that we do, so we have another 30 minutes before today's session is over. MJ says, screw Xbox, PlayStation all day. No, 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 no. See, like, I like every console, MJ. I like every console. Every console has its faults, and every console has its good things about it as well. The Series X, look, I'm kind of interested in, but at the same time, I don't need one because I have a gaming PC. that I could just play those games on, like, and use an Xbox controller with. Like, 360, I absolutely loved. Original Xbox was pretty good. PlayStation, though, that's primarily what I play, like, for my other console. Because there are some games on Xbox that I'm definitely interested in, like, what is it? Stargate, Starlights, Starfield, something along the new Bethesda game coming out is one that I'm looking forward to. Huge Halo fan. Loved Gears of War. Viva Pinata was amazing. Uh, just quite a few games I liked on there. MJ says I hate Xbox. Fair enough. But here's the thing, MJ, and I say this to every gamer out there. They're like, oh man, I don't go with, for example, like the PC people that go, man, I would never buy a console. Ever. I would just play everything on there. If you limit yourself, which of course some people have to because of financial reasons, but if you limit yourself, like you could be missing out on some great titles without a doubt. But last generation, when it came to the Xbox One, I just was not into it, especially like after the fact that they made it so you pretty much had to be online all the time for it, without a doubt. So that was stupid annoying. Roger says Starfield. Yes, please, dude. Starfield. I am looking forward to. You are kidding me. Really? We just started the sandwich. And here's the thing: if we don't get Roaring Moon, he's gone. Oh, and it's a crit catch. Are you kidding me, chat? MJ says all three of my 360s got a red ring. I never got the red ring of death. However, like, it was also before I knew how to do console repairs. For myself, I got one that had a busted disk drive, so I went and got that replaced. I've had probably 4 Xboxes up to that point. MJ says I loved Xbox until that. I love Halo. Yes, Halo is one of my favorite games. I love the Halo franchise. Like super fun. I've read read majority of the books. Besides the newest ones that are out, I never read any of the comics, unfortunately. But I've played all the games for story and multiplayer. Besides Infinite, I've just played the multiplayer for. I still can't believe we got a shiny Zuelius already, and we don't need him. We're trying to go after you, shiny sir. You are what we need right now. Halo is really good, and also it kind of makes me sad to think now that Halo on the which Xbox 360 has been out since like 2006, to be fair, 2005 or 2006. I can't remember what year. But anyways, like the online servers for the original one are gone forever now, and it was I remember watching videos of people like play it one last time, and it was really sad. Roger says I'm a PlayStation guy. I played Final Fantasy 11 for 3 years straight on PlayStation 2, but switched to Xbox because all my friends had that, and it was hard to get friends on PlayStation. Yeah, that was another thing too. That was one reason I went for 360. Which also PlayStation 3, like I didn't like a lot of aspects of it. That was still my least favorite out of all the PlayStation home consoles was 3, and also a lot of my friends were like again, like you and mentioned, Roger, on Xbox 360, so or Xbox, whatever one. But anyways, they were all on that. So in order to borrow games and play games with each other and all this and that, I got a 360. But I did eventually get a PlayStation 3, and it's still my least favorite out of the home consoles for them. But there were certain games on there that were really good that I played. Like what made me get the PlayStation 3 though, without a doubt, was The Last of Us. Dylan says, "Have a good day and good luck with Shiny Roaring Moon." Much love to you, Dylan. Thank you for hanging out with us, man. MJ says Final Fantasy X was my favorite besides 7. I was not a big Final Fantasy X fan. It, it's kind of cringe nowadays, but like even back then it was kind of cringe. Like it was good, don't get me wrong, but it wasn't my favorite. 7 and 15 are my 2 favorite ones. Sir Chess says That's why I became the avatar master of all four elements: Xbox, PlayStation, PC, and Switch. But when Sega left us, but when the world needed Sega the most, it vanished. That was very clever, Suggestor. That was really fucking funny. Dylan says later, later everyone, later man. We will catch you later, Dylan. Thanks for hanging out with us, bro. Oh goodness. Oh yeah, kind of think that Sir Chester here actually has all the current generation of gaming. Like I forgot that he does in fact have an Xbox Series X and a PS5. I was like, which I knew he had. I know he has a Switch. I always forget he has the other two things. So MJ says, "What? How?" And we got Peyton laughing. Dude, that was funny. That was really really funny. That was clever. I gotta give him that. Oh man. Like I said, hopefully, if we get our roaring moon, then this shiny Zwellies that we caught, like literally right before we even entered the cave, he gets to live. Hey, so come to think of it, Sir Chester, that might make a good TikTok for you. Which those who don't know, he Sir Chester does have a TikTok that he puts a lot of work into. Without that, I personally don't use TikTok, but anytime he sends me one or I see him post one, I always try to watch it. Uh, MJ says, "How is Final Fantasy 10 cringe?" That was the first one. And that's what I'm asking. That's what I was asking. Okay, no, no, you're good. You're good, MJ. So Final Fantasy X was the first one that we ever got voice acting in, and like if you got, like I don't know if it's been a while since you played it, MJ, or the HD remaster, but if you go back and listen like to some of the dialogue that was in that game, it was just like, oh no, like the laughing scene. Uh, like that one was just so like bad to me. It was the dialogue that was really really cringe. Even back then, like I thought it was cringe, and then like after replaying it, I was like, oh no, it's just as cringy as I remember. Roger says probably cause ultra romantic. I don't know. Oh, that was another thing too. Yeah, it was super romantic. Like, oh my god, did have a pretty cool plot twist though. I will say that did have a pretty cool plot twist. Uh, a lot of people, I know for a fact, a lot of people's least favorite in the Final Fantasy series was probably 13. Like a lot of people did not like 13. MJ says the laughing was supposed to be like, I know it was MJ. I'm just saying, like it was a little cringe. MJ's just like staring probably at her screen, like this motherfucker. I swear. I'm sorry, MJ. I just found it cringe. MJ says I watched James talk about why he was supposed to sound like that. Uh, okay. What was the reason? What was the reason, MJ? I have not seen this. Roger says God of War is Onimusha ripped off. I said I've never heard of that game before, man. I don't think I've ever heard of that game. I'll tell you one game that was actually really really good. That was in the same gameplay style as God of War was Dante's Inferno, and apparently like we were supposed to get a sequel to that game later on, but the company that made it, that EA owned, unfortunately, they closed their doors, unfortunately. So that's why we never ever ever got that. MJ says no, much love to you. We all have assholes. LOL, like opinions. Exactly. What did you ask me? Oh, God, what did I? What did James say for? So why was it made like that? Why was it made like that? Roger says better than God of War have down. Uh, I've net what console was it on, Roger? I've never heard of that. And like I said, I look like obese Kratos with the beard, and I can also sound like him from time to time. Just mainly with the boy part. Boy, damn it, I can't do it right now on cue. Boy, Atreus to me. Uh, but yeah, that is true. Like I said, MJ, we all have opinions, and like even though like even if are you fucking kidding me? Again with this asshole? I'm starting to see why Danielle hates. I'm starting to see why Danielle hates this Pokemon. Oh, it's our third one today. Roger says PlayStation. Okay, I've honestly never heard of that one. Like, I remember the first God of War on PlayStation 2, and it was okay, without a doubt. I really, I liked the 2018 one. It was really good to me. I still feel like Red Dead Redemption was the better game of it. Out of both of them, for Game of the Year, Red Dead Redemption 2. But it was still good. God of War Ragnarok was also good, but I feel like they should have done it as a trilogy as opposed to just two games. Like it felt way too long, and it felt like it didn't have like the emotional impact that God of War 2018 had to me. Roger says Google some gameplay. I'll definitely try to Google some gameplay of it later on. Um, MJ says he was talking about how Titus was in a new setting and learning his way and trying to make Una laugh and etc. But he ended up being, as you said, cringe. I mean, fair enough. Fair enough, MJ. But like I said, that was our first one too that we ever got voice acting in for a Final Fantasy game, which was a big deal at the time, without a doubt. And apparently, I did hear this the other day. I'm not sure if it's true or not. I want to say it was an actual gaming website that had posted this that the original Final Fantasy VII might be getting voice acting. Like I don't know why they're doing it this late into it, but still that'd be kind of cool to see. Roger says I think it's a Capcom game. Okay, I'll definitely have to look into it. One game I want Capcom to actually remaster since they've been doing like the Resident Evil games. They need to do Dino Crisis, either a remake or give us a brand new Dino Crisis. Like it was one game series that I had heard about when I was younger, but never played. Like I was more of a Resident Evil boy back then. And after watching some gameplay and just how incredible it looked, I was like, yeah, I would love to see it. I would love to see this remade or as just a new game in general. Uh, Roger says Final Fantasy X you could break 9,999 limit to. Wait, could you? I don't remember that. Roger says Dino Crisis. Great. Yes. Okay, like imagine Dino Crisis and the new RE engine that they've been literally using for everything lately for like Devil May Cry, Final Fantasy. Yeah, because Capcom totally makes Final Fantasy. We've been on Final Fantasy for a minute. Um, Devil May Cry, Resident Evil, both new games and remakes, and I believe there's a couple more games in the works that they're going to be using the Resident Evil engine for, or RE engine. That's what it stands for, Resident Evil, obviously. But anyways, I would really love to see Dino Crisis remade. Uh, what's everyone's favorite avian? Oh, that is a good question. I'd probably have to say Shiva, honestly, just because like that's one I remember the most using was Shiva. Roger says hours of playing Blitzball Paint. I did not. MJ is gonna probably yell at me for this. I did not play Blitzball all that much. Like I know there was a trophy for the HD remaster of it. For like I don't remember what it was exactly, but I never did it, so I was like, okay, whatever. I'm not gonna do this one. Like I probably need to replay it later on, so that way MJ here doesn't yell at me for one thing. Welcome back, Daniel. No, nope, we caught two shiny Zoelius though. Like we have to, like literally right before we even walked in this cave, at the entrance there was one waiting for us, which was insane. Roger says Final Fantasy X Shiva was who did say like she's the one I remember the most because she's been in so many Final Fantasy games. Uh, as avions or for summons, like because later on they they renamed it to which in other games it was also summons, but still, she's the one that I always remember. MJ says I didn't either. Okay, cool. So I don't get to get yelled at about that. Like I said, I have it on my PlayStation 3, but I also remember there's a problem with my PlayStation 3 and that I need a new controller for it because I got this PlayStation 3 for free, and because like it was having disk drive issues, I fixed that, and it also was only a 12 gigabyte PlayStation 3. Not only that, but the controller was completely messed up. Like battery would die super quick. The left joystick had drift to it. It was just a mess, and I did not feel like tearing that one apart to mess with it because it also had a crack on the shell of it. So I was like, I'll just get a new one later, and never ended up getting one. MJ says mine is Anima and the Shiva and the sister. I don't remember Anima. Who was that one again? Like I say, it's been a very long time since I played Final Fantasy X. I do want. There is one Final Fantasy game I have not played yet, but I heard it was really good. But it was a PlayStation 2 exclusive that came out super late in the PlayStation 2's life cycle, like right as they got the PlayStation 3 up, which was Final Fantasy 12. And I know they have a HD remaster of it for practically everything: Switch, PlayStation, Xbox, that sort of stuff. I just have not yet gotten myself a copy of it. Which, when it comes to RPGs too, I literally sit down and beat them within like 3 days time. MJ says, and Bahamut? I don't remember who that is either. Yamjabo look cool. Yeah, he did look cool. I do remember him. Let's see. So we're still looking for a Roaring Moon. Roger says, yes, Animus was my favorite. Pain was a move it used. Again, I don't remember all of this. It's been so long since I played it. MJ says I played 12 and X2. I didn't play X2. Like I know it's on the collectors the HD remaster. I did not play that one at all. Like I watched the opening cutscene of it though, and I thought the opening cutscene looked really cool. But I just did not get into that one. Roger says Lulu probably my favorite character. From Final Fantasy X, trying to think who. Probably Sir Aaron. Like he was probably my favorite. He was really cool to me. Yam Jimbo. My bad, MJ. Goodness, sue me. Oh man. Like I said, which I know they have like cheap wired PlayStation 3 controllers you get, but of course you can't use them for every game like that actually requires dual shock. So I might look into getting one of those. They're super cheap. They're like $10 on Amazon. So I might get one of those to just replace some PlayStation 3 games. I'm probably gonna get like a ton of Discord messages like, "Hey, you playing Final Fantasy X yet?" No. I do need to play 12 though. I need to get every time. Here's the thing though. Every time I go and find a copy of it, like say at GameStop, or anything like that. Like it's kind of pricey, so that's why I like always kind of steer clear from it. Even at my retro game store, it's kind of a pricey game. MJ says no, you're saying you're wrong. Yo, Jimbo. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna call him Banjo. His name is now Banjo. MJ. All right. Aaron. Yeah, yeah, it's Sir Aaron. Like I say, he was probably my favorite character from 10, but my favorite character of all time for Final Fantasy, like the entirety of the Final Fantasy series, is Sephiroth. Sephiroth, without a doubt. Like he was just, I don't know, like to me, Sephiroth was just not. It wasn't his fault. He was a bad guy in reality. Which, like, I the Final Fantasy Seven remake. Like, oh my god, I was in love. I still gotta get a copy of Crisis Core, without a doubt. You you just said it. I know I did. I was screwing with you. I finally said it right. Um, Roger says Vincent probably my favorite Final Fantasy character. Favorite antagonist. Okay, you actually might be able to answer this for me, Roger, because I kind of remember this for the PlayStation 2. What was the spin-off game that had Vincent? I don't. It was a PlayStation 2 exclusive. Uh, it was a PlayStation 2 exclusive one where it was him, but it wasn't. If I remember correctly, it wasn't RPG based. It looked more like a third person shooter. Maybe it's been a long time since I've seen any gameplay of it or anything. So it's been a long time. MJ says both of them. She's doing the uh MJ says I'm a Yuffie, Riku, and Sephiroth. Yuffie was okay. Riku, eh, eh, it's all right. Sephiroth though, Sephiroth is Bay. Anyone play King? Oh yeah, huge Kingdom Hearts fan. Huge Kingdom Hearts. I actually did not get into that game series, believe it or not, until PlayStation 3. Believe it or not, like it took me a while. Because like again, I didn't grow up with the PlayStation 2. I had a GameCube. My cousin, however, had Kingdom Hearts to show it to me, and I thought, it looks super cool. And eventually, when the 1.5 HD came out, I borrowed it from Dakota, which I still have his copy. He never came and got it back, so it's literally sitting on my shelf. Um, he came and got let me borrow it, and I sat down and played through all of it, and I absolutely loved it, and bought the collector's edition for Kingdom Hearts 3, which I'm looking forward to the new one that they're making as well. Uh, Cerberus. I don't remember that. I don't remember who that is. Uh, 10-2 Riku. Oh, okay, you're talking about 10-2 Riku, because I was gonna say Riku from uh, which if it's the same person I'm thinking about from the original Final Fantasy X, she was all right. I remember she was part of you could correct me if I'm wrong, because again, it's been a while since I played the game. She was part of the oh man, she's part of some like different tribe or whatever that they almost look like a they almost look like a gas mask kind of thing that they wore. And like you met her in the beginning of the game. Like I said, it's been so long since I played that one. Reg says being Sephiroth in Kingdom Hearts was an achievement back in the day. Dude, he was so tough. Oh my goodness! Like the first one, uh, like he had the most health out of any boss. Like, in fact, when you thought like you weren't doing damage to him, like no, you were. It's just they didn't have a color health bar high enough at the time, so like it looked like you weren't doing jack diddly shit to him. And in the second one, like once you beat it, you got a kind of a special cutscene between him and Cloud, which I was kind of disappointed that they didn't have all that many Final Fantasy characters in Kingdom Hearts 3, which apparently they said they are going to correct when it comes to the newest one coming out. Uh, but I was kind of disappointed by that, without a doubt. Unfortunately, Albed. Okay, yeah, the Albed. Yes. Okay. Like I said, been a long time since I played. It's been a long time since I played a Final Fantasy game either. Like last one I played was 7 remake. Uh, what T? What? I believe I'm pronouncing that wrong. I'm like pretty sure I'm pronouncing that wrong. Like I said, again, been a while since I played it. Uh, I will say, like, when it came to Kingdom Hearts 2, like, or the Kingdom Hearts series in general, like, there were points where I got so damn lost in the story that I actually had to actually read up on some things. Like, okay, like I know what's going on now. My bad, my bad. However, when it came to like say the Metal Gear Solid series, which has a stupid complicated lore as well. Like I got that one way easy without a doubt. Biggs and Wedge for the win. Yes. How have we not gotten Roaring Moon yet? We've been talking about Final Fantasy so much in Kingdom Hearts that we have just not got him yet, unfortunately. MJ says Wu Tai. Okay, my bad. Don't hurt the messenger, MJ. You know for a fact I'm bad with words. Actually, I'm bad with names, so. Good. I forgot we could do this too, but I just like I'm gonna zoom in. In fact, when it came to Final Fantasy VII Remake, I mentioned this like a couple weeks ago, or maybe it was last week. I don't really remember. But anyways, I wanted to go and pre-order the Ultimate Collector's Edition, the most expensive one, which was like 150 bucks if I remember correctly. And it came with like everything the middle edition that I pre-ordered came with. Uh, was it came with a statue of Cloud on the motorcycle holding the sword out, and I was like, oh my goodness, I definitely need to pre-order that. I went to GameStop to pre-order the game, and I was like, yeah, I want that edition, and they said, yeah, that's sold out everywhere, and I was like, what? And they're like, yeah, unfortunately, that's sold out everywhere. I even checked like while I was in the store, I checked the Square Enix website to see if they would have had it. Nope, it was gone, unfortunately. So that's kind of sad about that. But I did end up getting the deluxe edition, which I'm happy about. Which I didn't know Crisis Core was out. Otherwise, I would have pre-ordered that and got the deluxe edition for it. So maybe if there's still some floating around, I'll be able to do that. Farming the Sun Current, or Sun Kian, good time. Man, I might have to play Final Fantasy after this session, even though I'm super tired. MJ says, just helping my dude, English major over here. Oh, no, you're good, MJ. You are good. I'm just giving you a hard time. Just busting your balls. Like I said, there's some things, like, honestly, I, like, when I see it, like, I just say the first thing that comes to mind when it comes down to it. And, without a doubt, like, names are, like, the one thing that I've always just been bad with. Like, when it comes to Byron, for example, first 10 minutes, Doug Lee was super chill about it. Calling him Brian for like the first 10 minutes. Um, uh, anyone else? Roger says, anyone else keep Hyper on their Final Fantasy people? I don't think so. Oh, damn it! I thought that one going in the air was ours. It was unfortunately not. I have over is fair. You got your own special type of cojones, MJ. Oh, goodness. Uh, which I really like 15 too. like I said, I really like Final Fantasy 15 too because of the way it went. Like I watched everything for that one, like for Final Fantasy 15 because of how hyped that was. In fact, that was the first game I bought for my PS4 was Final Fantasy 15 when I had gotten it. And I got the Royal Edition that came with like all the DLC at the time, but there is one DLC I'm missing. Due to the fact it came out after the Royal Edition came out, unfortunately. But I watched like the anime that came out with it, which was like 5 episodes, if I'm not mistaken, as well as the movie that is canon and ties into it. So it was a lot of fun getting to know that one. Roger says you get to use submarine in Costa del Sol to find max out your stats there. Hyper gets your brake limit up way fast, but you might miss an attack occasionally. I don't remember though. I don't remember if I ever had that one for it. Ooh, our game kind of messed up a little bit there. Let's see. MJ says it's the same thing. Mine are inside, y'all's are out. No, is that the end of our? What? I accidentally hit the school uniform thing again. No, go back. I I keep hitting the wrong buttons. I keep hitting, and we've also been live for 3.5 hours. Everybody, let me check. Okay, yeah. So unfortunately, once again, Roaring Moon has evaded our capture, but that's okay. We will get him. I do want to kind of check up here though, just to make sure we don't get one. Let's see. Nope. That's all right. But like I said, that was our last sandwich of today because I am super super tired. I feel a nap coming on, chat. Oh goodness. But yeah, I'm probably gonna give myself a nap. Probably watch My Hero Academia when I wake up, honestly, or maybe play some Final Fantasy because I you guys definitely got me wanting to break out a copy of one of my Final Fantasy games and playing them. Roger says Hyper was a cheap item that was overlooked. Ah, okay. Like I said, I don't think I ever had it on there. We got Nigel with the light. What's up, Nigel? Ooh, Nigel says morning. Nigel, you just caught us right at the end of the session, brother. But thank you for the like. I highly appreciate it, my man. But all right, ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, and fish people of all ages, we are going to end today's session here. We did get some Cinder Race done, thankfully. And like I said, we'll do Cinder Race tomorrow as well. Uh, but until then, thank you guys so much for your likes, your shares, your stars, and your follows. It is highly, highly appreciated. But like I said, I'm tired. I didn't sleep good last night, so I'm going to go get myself a little power nap and hopefully get through the rest of today. But until tomorrow, everybody, always, always remember stay awesome and stay positive. Bye, everybody.